we were more prepared. Um, and by more prepared, I mean that when the giant ass spiders started chasing us, we had a good head start. We found really nothing much of note on the other side of this portal. Apparently, however, it does have a cliff that abuts part of the astral sea, and there was a boat that I wanted to take, but no one else wanted to. We, however, did find no further elves or gnomes. And we did all of this because we got bored waiting for the nobles to come back look after looking in on the other nobles that had gotten waylaid on the road.
The woodsman stands by his idea.
End of gnome log.
Yeah, I think that covers most of it. Now, I'm a little foggy on what you did upon escaping from the giants. I don't think there was much, but I have to sit down at my calendar to figure out what time of day it was.
I do think we went for a long rest because I have all of my shit back for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure running from some giant spiders, I probably would have used something.
Uh,
Uh,
Also, to my recollection, we did reseal the hole.
yes, I do recall that, although uh, you didn't have like everything because you burned a lot of the stuff, so you didn't get to do the full. But I think you like reburied the well.
Yeah, we redid the earthen dome over it, but we didn't get to burn something inside of it to remove all the oxygen.
I mean, it was a pretty effective way to kill a giant spider that was already half drowned coming to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll presume upon your escape from the well, you probably all went to the pub, given the rain was about done. Almost there, almost there.
You know, I think the weirdest thing about this is we're starting at 8:15 instead of usual 8:30.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm putting the kid to bed earlier because she's got school.
I'll be right
Mm.
back.
I dropped an ice cube on the floor.
Oh, and just so I don't forget, guys, I have DM inspiration.
That's true. So does everybody else.
Yeah, I know, but it's so I don't forget that, the next time we go to kill a witness that I really want to talk to, I have DM inspiration.
I'm back.
All right, I cleaned up all the ice shards that were on the floor. sit down. Okay. Before we do anything, Bay. Pete, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Do you have a character ready tonight? Because, I mean, you could certainly come in later, but if you're still getting ready, or if your character is ready, we can go ahead and get them introduced. Same with you.
You know what, I might not actually. I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I might just listen, I guess.
Fair enough. Welcome back. I'm sorry, Spectre. I was saying if you would like to introduce your character, you can go ahead and do that. The party's literally just doing nothing at the moment. If you have some.
Yeah, sure. Let me see if I can actually find where I stuck that sheet.
Sure.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah, real quick. I don't have the time of day marked, but I know you guys went into the well. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it is you're probably just about finished with the day. So it's gonna be the evening of the 84th. The day after the Duke was scheduled to arrive. It is a Thursday. And yeah, it's been rainy and it's still a little drizzly, but you guys are hanging out at the pub.
They're back.
Hmm?
We're
Comcheck?
back.
Comcheck?
Meta?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
sorry. Sorry. So what'd you do?
Nothing really. These guys didn't want to stand and fight the giant spiders.
Oh, giant spiders.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, AGO, I just finished putting together my character sheet. I might actually come in.
By all means.
Sure.
Everyone is at the pub, so just introduce yourself whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm at the pub too. You seem like a gross-looking, somewhat old dude who's very clearly intoxicated. Also sitting at the pub, and he just sort of looks over at you and listens in on the conversation.
So
baker?
everyone
The
else
baker.
at the pub.
It's the baker, guys.
This guy like stands out in particular. Also, who's this baker? I think I missed whatever that's.
The baker is a older, disheveled, drunken guy.
Everyone in this town, basically.
Slightly belligerent.
Pete, you're describing every older male in this town.
Yeah, sure. It's one of those, but just like especially particularly gross. He's got like his hair in his eyes. It doesn't look like he's bathed or he's. He smells bad.
Does he
Yeah?
have any distinguishing features? Like a multicolored backpack, or like a bigger than normal sword, or
Oh, well, this dude is kind of on the older side. He's got like a walking stick on the stool next to
does he have like robes on? Does he look? Oh wait, no, wrong cam.
him. No, wrong campaign.
Um. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ignore you because I'm an early 20s, and that's super creepy.
Hey, you. You got any spare change?
I got a gnome.
Great, you want to buy me a drink?
Why?
I'm thirsty.
There's a stream right over there.
Come on, you know what I meant. Don't you respect your elder?
No.
Kids these days.
So, barmaid Enid is gonna have heard some of this. She's gonna step over to your table out here, and she's gonna say, "Is this old vagrant bothering you?
Yes.
No,
All right, now we told you once before. No bothering the other patrons here, all right? Especially if you don't have any of your own damn money."
I didn't mean nothing.
Wow. Some people, right? Just roll up on your table like.
Hey, I should probably get my PDF up.
Just think about it. Anyway, Enid's gonna look over at the rest of you and say, did any of you need another drink?"
Yes, please. Question
Yes,
about
keep 'em coming.
lore.
Hmm.
Does the church the church allows drinking? Right?
The church allows drinking. They,
Okay.
I mean,
How to
at the
lose all
monastery,
of your
they do their own
congregation.
brew. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
The monks are definitely big on brewing their own stuff too.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like.
They're
Yeah.
not Mormons.
No, they're not looking to get their church burned down. Is what they're not.
Booze shall now be illegal, and thus everyone converted to devil worship.
You mean demon worship? Did we get a long rest in?
Yeah.
What have you done that you needed a long rest?
I was still at 16 hit points.
You know you have to spend a hit die, right?
I know. I'm about to roll it.
Okay.
Hey, good enough.
Yeah.
Back to 19. Oh, wait. I actually can't roll a 1. Minimum of 2. Because of Indomitable.
Neat. You didn't, though. You rolled a 4.
Yeah, I should remember that.
All
I mean,
right.
if you
So
think about it, a 4 is really just a bunch of.
So really, I should be getting 8, but I can't. Doesn't I needed 3 hit points. I got enough. What'd you guys do you find anything out, or you just found some giant spiders and ran away?
We found out that we are intelligent, pragmatic people who like living. That's what we found out.
I should have just used a fucking spell. Any of you need healing?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, while you're all sitting out there drinking, sun's going down, the rain lets up a little bit. You know, you still get like a splash of drizzle here and there, but it's not too bad. A few more folks make their way up to the pub and see Gorgeous George up there, and
Who?
anybody remember Gorgeous George?
Yeah.
I remember Gorgeous George.
I remember Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George beat the shit out of me, as I recall. or
Who?
or that was Tormund. I couldn't really tell from the concussion.
I kind of missed the first couple of sessions. Was that in the pie eating contest and stuff?
Yeah, it was in the pie eating contest. It was full contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were that kid who got his ass kicked by Gorgeous George.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. Gorgeous George is gonna like straighten up in his seat and look around and said, "Who the fuck said my name?"
Oh, just me. I was just talking about how you kicked the dude's ass at one time.
Is he sitting at our table?
I'm sitting like near the table on the stool.
I didn't know I was gonna immediately need Gorgeous George's stat block.
Oh shit.
I would like to guidance revert.
Me magic. Found me magic. Oh wait, no, he's a cleric. Never-
Divine magic.
So
I am a cleric.
weird shit, priest shit.
So the priest
In a
is
bar.
praying in the bar. The priest is praying over the gnome.
Yeah, I'm cleansing you of your
Heresy. He needs this, guys. Believe me.
I'm charming you. I don't know. Do gnomes get advantage on charms, or is that just elves?
I don't know, but does a 15 hit your character, Pete? Whoever he is.
Let me check.
Oof,
It
what?
Yes, it
will.
does.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you guys see Gorgeous George grab this old man by the back of his head and just slam his head into the table.
Oh, that's a big oof. I sure hope you're level 3.
Yeah.
The old man's head caves in on the table. Blood splatters across the party.
Yeah, that's why I still have my spell slots.
And thus, AGR reminded the party that he is in fact cold, cruel.
You guys just hear a loud, like, wooden thud.
Oof.
Well, that looked like it hurt.
Torment proceeds to laugh himself into a fit.
So, upon doing that, Gorgeous George, he basically gets up and walks away, sort of in the same motion.
Gets up as he's getting up, slams the guy's head into the table, and just walks away.
See, he goes over.
It wasn't even worth his time. He smacked you and kept walking. Ha!
So he walks over to the other side of the like back area here where everybody's drinking, and he's talking to the barmaid. Technically, you might get an attack of opportunity on him if you want to take it as he walks away.
No,
Oh boy.
no, I've still got my head down on the bar.
Are you alive, old
Alright.
man?
He's alive, but the alcohol and the concussion is not doing anything for his mental faculties, right?
You were able to say that sentence fully?
I didn't say that. This is me narrating what's going on.
Oh, okay.
He makes some like sort of wet, like guttural sounds. You can't really make.
You know what? That impressed me. You didn't die on the first hit. Barmaid, bring him a drink!
His head immediately shoots up off the bar, and he's just got this giant fucking smile.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you know, bring you a drink, and she'll give you like dagger eyes when she does it. But yeah, she'll set a drink down in front of you.
Are we out in the open in the back of the bar?
Yeah, you guys are outside. They have like 3 or 4 tables set up out here, like long, like trestle tables with bench.
What time of day is it?
It's getting to be about dusk.
So I just spent the last 24 hours watching what, the North Gate, was it?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, you guys were out. I was watching one of the gates. I don't remember which one it was.
Ah.
So is Wilfred still alive, or is he very badly injured?
It's Pete.
Yeah, so I'll just introduce the character formally now. This is Old Man Curtis. He's just like a generic drunk dude, I guess. I didn't have a ton of time to make this.
Does he have class levels?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You don't have to tell us which class.
He's a 3rd level commoner.
Yeah, there
Oh
you go.
man, he's got expertise in
He's a
farmer's tools.
CR3.
Farmers tools.
He's proficient with the hoe and the rake.
You
and
bet
the
I
scythe.
am.
He's a changeling warlock with the fucking Moonlit King as his patron.
Oh, fuck.
Very short lifespan if that's the thing.
Yeah.
Don't let
Fucking
us
go
know.
ham on this guy immediately.
This guy already likes you very much just because you bought him a drink.
So Torment bought him a drink.
Yeah, he likes Torment. Torment's friends are good enough too.
You know Torment will show you what your kidneys look like, right?
Kid, you don't want to know what my kidneys look like.
You probably don't know what you look like, but he would show them to you. He will reach into your throat, pull them out, and show them to you.
Are we
Does he
out of
even
character
know
right
what
now?
So you
kidneys
know.
are?
I'm guessing this is drunk banter that's occurring.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just look around to make sure anything shady isn't going down?
I have an attack gnome.
Sure.
Be careful.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation? Okay.
So if I'm reading this right, the rest of us that just got out of the well haven't come back yet.
No, I thought you guys were at the bar. That's
Yeah,
what we're. That's
literally everyone is drinking at the pub. You've all made it out. You're alive. You're at.
Oh.
Except you. You stayed behind and got eaten by spiders.
How
Roll your-
unfortunate.
So who wants to join me?
And what?
So
What are we doing?
Join on what, who now?
do it. No, not you. Shut up. Who wants to join me in what I
King
was
Trump?
doing when you guys were gone? No, when you guys were gone, I had a task. Anyone
Guard
want to
duty?
join me now that we're back in the city?
Guard duty?
Well, I wouldn't call it guard duty.
Then what would you call it?
I would call it a watch.
See,
For the watch.
For the watch.
Is that Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay. The person I was supposed to be watching that with hasn't.
You should watch it by yourself and then
It's
watch
fine.
it when they get back.
It's fine.
Anyway, I can't join you on watch because I'm drunk enough. I have to go to work. I mean, I have to go to sleep. I mean, go to work here soon. So
Okay. I'm just asking.
Wait, what do we have to do?
Well,
he wants you to go on watch.
If we're gonna talk specifics, we should probably move somewhere else.
Why?
I look at
Because they're
Agatha. I look at Rever. I look at Wilfred.
I'm cool. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, Wilford's one of us, and Rivart's one of us.
I know.
And Agatha is one of us. She helped us kill the gnomes.
Yeah, I know.
Well-
That's why. That's
So
Well,
why do we
if
have
we're
to go
gonna-
somewhere else? If all of us are here, why do we have to go somewhere else?
because we're in a public setting.
Maybe Amy's embarrassed about it. Why don't we humor her?
Okay, fine. See, that's
Oh, yeah.
that's the problem with smart people. They think they know everything. So let's go.
Smart people
As
do
you
know
guys get up, you'll notice that
I am not smart.
you notice that Enid is standing fairly near where your table was, but also trying her very best to pretend she wasn't listening.
Huh. It's a little stink eye on the way out. And leave.
Can I tell why she was doing that?
You look
She's
at
bored.
her and she says, "Oh, come again soon." And she gives you like a wave, ignoring
you,
the
I
stink eye
will.
completely.
Did you want to know what we were talking about?
Torment, let's go.
She gets really flush, like her face goes beet red.
Tell you what, when we're done talking, I'll come back. We can go up to your room and talk about it.
I'm already
She
locked.
drops the drink she was carrying and covers her mouth with both hands.
Torment walks out.
Ah, nice one, Slick.
Oh God, I am so sorry. And then I'm gonna leave.
Torment does not care.
Yeah, we know.
That's our Goliath.
So does Torment, out of character, does Torment talk in third person? Is he speaking in third person?
Yeah, probably. He's not. I mean,
Only when he drinks.
yeah, only when he drinks.
Okay.
He likes
Good
to
way to-
bring in torment to others.
He likes to remind people who his name is.
I think Agatha's house is the closest from where we are, right?
Oh, there's also that other house that we go to frequently.
I don't know if we want to go in there.
What, we don't want to go to our house in
Agatha's
town?
house is slightly further away, but not significantly.
I mean, they already started.
Like 1.5 times the walk.
I mean, what is it, like a 10-minute walk instead of a 5-minute walk?
More like a 15 instead of a 10-minute walk, or maybe like a 12 instead of an 8-minute walk.
That's fine. Are you good with us coming over to your house just for a discussion? It's okay if you know it's your place.
It's not really my place per se. It's my parents. Why don't we go to our secret clubhouse?
Yeah, let's go to the secret clubhouse. Yeah.
The secret cult. I mean clubhouse.
Yes, the clubhouse. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going.
You walk your way up toward the secret cult house. So Emmy, you've been keeping a watchful eye out for anything nefarious going on. On your way up there, like about halfway there, you peer into an alley. It's actually the alley that Ned died in, and you see that there's a couple of kids, and they are acting very, very strangely. They seem to have lost their balance, and they're like walking around, tripping over each other.
Who am I walking next to? I would assume either Agatha or Wilfred.
Seems reasonable.
I will put out my hand to stop them. Like,
And radiate the and radiate.
I'll just let Torment keep walking. He is probably ahead of us anyway.
Take a little nap.
That guy
Yeah, he is
Even a nap
walking,
now.
drinking.
And I will look at them, put a finger over my lips, like quiet, and then walk backwards and try to peer back into the house.
Do I see like any beer bottles or anything like that? AGR wineskin.
Make a perception check.
I'd like to extend that to like anything, like in general, like the lips are discolored, to show that they've.
Can I help him with that?
Make it an investigation check then, and you can have help.
Can I kill the kids?
Yes, you can. Roll initiative.
No, I'm not going.
You're Mick, you're doing investigation with advantage.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
not much better, but
It's at advantage, so
that would be 17. I did keep lower for some reason.
You did. Okay. Yeah. So one of the kids is definitely clutching something in his hands, and laughing about it, but you can't see what it is. It doesn't look like a bottle.
Does it look like a water skin or anything else that might hold liquids?
It's a
No.
knife.
I will cast guidance on Agatha. I'll turn with my back away from the alley, and then put my hand on Agatha, and then cast guidance, and really slow 360, and then I'll turn back.
What?
I don't know. I think Agatha just goes with it, expecting you to half expecting you to say something personal. I'm like, what? Okay.
I'm really confused. What did you say?
Okay, so the alley is to my left, and Agatha is to my right, and we're walking down the street. Right?
Close enough, yeah.
I will turn away from the alley towards Agatha, and while I'm doing that, I will cast guidance on her, and then I will continue to turn as if I didn't cast guidance, and then turn all the way 360 back so that I'm looking at the.
Okay. Nothing seems to have changed in the alley. The kids are not paying attention to you.
Yeah.
Could I do a perception check to see what exactly is in the hand?
You can see that there is a fist being made, but you can't see what's in the hand. There's a little bit of color you can see, but that's about all the detail you could possibly get.
It's a knife.
Well, it's probably some kids just
That's not a
grabbed a
knife.
beer bottle or something. I think they're drunk. Nothing to worry about.
It's a knife.
Actually, can I roll insight? Because I've seen plenty of drunks around my day.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
You have guidance.
Alakbar. Feels
Well-
bad. And that's when he's been used.
Whatever they got in their hand has like a weird brownish fleshy color, and it doesn't look like a liquid. Looking at
Wilfred's
their
gonna-
behavior, they don't look drunk. They look hot.
They
They
look hot.
smoking weed.
Mushroom. Wilfred's gonna walk up to them.
I'm gonna like go up against the building so that I'm looking into the alley, but they can't see.
Hey, what are y'all doing?
As Wilfred approaches, all of the kids, there's 4 of them, they all at the same time turn towards him, and then one of them starts to make like pig noises, oinking at him, and then the rest of them do the same thing. They all just start oinking at him, and they all walk really close and just kind of surround him and oink at him.
Do they do this in like a like synchronized fashion, or do they do it in more of one kid starts it and then the others are like, oh, I should do that, and then they start?
The latter.
Okay.
So I get to kill me some children?
So
What?
Do I see-
No.
That's
Do I
what
see the kid
Torment
that's
says when he
holding a
sees
flame?
this. This is what
Did-
Torment says when he sees this. Do I
Did
get to kill
Torment-
me some children and
did
start
Torment
coming
turn
towards
around?
the children? Yes.
okay,
Do I think you're serious?
Yes.
They all
Torment
make-
is 7
they-
feet tall.
They all
And drunk.
make a squeeing sound like frightened pigs and then begin to run in circles around Wilfred with their arms raised up in the air.
So with their arms raised, can we see the thing that he was clutching? That
Yes.
Yes, he drops it. It is definitely a couple of mushrooms.
They're tripping and we're drunk. Oh, this is not going to end well for no one in this situation.
Agatha's not drunk. I would never. I mean, I might have one drink. Probably one drink, because Spooky Spoder, fuck that.
You kids ain't got no business messing with that kind of thing.
I'd like to pick up the mushroom.
did Pete's character follow us?
Yeah, I've
I
been
guess he did. No one stopped him.
following
Does a
Torment.
13 hit Wilfred?
A 13?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, the kid attempts to bite you and falls on the ground.
I'm finna punt kick the one that just tried to bite him.
Torment? No.
Yeah, relax.
trying to make
They're
sure they're
just
safe.
kids screwing around. Do they look dehydrated, actually, AGR? You said they look hot.
No, they look high. They don't. They
Oh.
don't look particularly dehydrated or anything.
Okay.
Although
Do
the
I-
one on the ground is now attempting to swim. It looks like he's doing a weird paddle.
Any nearby houses?
You're in the middle of an alley. There are houses on literally all sides of you.
I like to get general descriptions of the kid and start going door to door asking for parents of these kids.
I mean, you guys have seen these kids around town before. You've never seen them with an adult.
Yeah, I'd like to ask about them door to door. We're doing this.
All right. Well,
Uh,
you go.
Why don't you just drop these little bastards?
What the fuck?
You go
No,
to the
I
first
think they're fine.
first door by the alley, and a slightly overweight older woman opens the door, and she looks out, and she sees the kids, and she says, "You work for the watch, right? Could you please get these kids out of my look? They messed up all my laundry on the hangers. They're getting dirt everywhere. Look at what they're doing.
Parents.
What are you doing?"
Where are their parents? That's not my job to keep kids corralled and
How
stuff.
old are
and
these
well,
kids? How old are these kids?
Do you know where their
Uh,
parents are so I can direct this to them?
They appear to be between 6 and 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
While they're distracted with Wilfred, am I able to get a good look at their ears?
They're
Sure.
knife ears.
Sure. They have ears. Two of
Are
them.
they are
Each
they
one.
are they fully human, or do they look a little pointed?
I don't know. Make a perception check. I guess you could use investigation. I don't really care.
I would rather do perception.
Sure. They have ears, 2 of them, and I mean, if you squint just right, they look a little pointy, maybe. if you turn your head sideways.
Hey, Rapper.
But actually, you know what? Now that you think about it, Torment's ears are also a little pointy if you turn your head sideways, and Agatha's ears, they might be.
Everyone's an elf.
You know, I've actually had
Yeah,
people
but
tell
I'm
me
got
that yours are
blue
most likely-
skin though.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I'll...
AGR, do I recognize the kind of mushroom this is?
Oh, do I?
with your knowledge
I'm
of
in the
nature and
source.
survival,
Yes. My proficiency in that nature
grow.
skill.
They grow
expertise.
in cow pats. Like you could literally go and find these if you just walked out and found somebody's cows. It'd take you 20 minutes. To
Oh,
find
they're
a whole bunch of-
hallucinating, man.
Yeah, they are.
Let's go.
Is this known to be hallucinogenic?
You guys didn't know they were
Yes.
hallucin? Not me.
Oh, I knew they was. I still wanted to whoop that ass.
I know they're hallucinating, but I
So
like
all of
checking
the other
boxes
kids
off.
have now picked up the kid who is trying to swim, and they're carrying him around as he tries to swim through the air.
Let's go.
I still want to know where their parents are. So,
They
like, has the
obviously
lady
don't
answered?
have any.
I mean, for real. You want to fix it? Fix it. But fix it the right way. There's not many options we got here.
That's
We
fine.
either leave them alone, stuff them in a jail cell, or slaughter them.
No.
It's the only choice we got.
There
Those are
could
not our options.
Yeah, they could be parents. I don't know.
No,
I
I'm
haven't
just saying the
bothered.
first two were the only two options.
No, the third one is an option. You may not like it, but it is an actual option.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Make it up to the house.
Yeah, the lady
Hey,
I'm speaking to,
Hey,
she never.
and this
said
party has
anything
killed
like-
kids before, so you
She
know.
said to get rid of those kids, and then the kids wandered off.
Well, I'm sorry. Did I just hear that Tormund's killed kids before?
Oh, I was talking that was out of character. That was not in character. That was out of character.
That would be.
That was totally out of character.
But out of character. Wait.
When did we kill
is Drunk
kids?
Tormund smart enough to not reveal that information?
I'm gonna be right back while you guys think about that.
No, if Torment knew they had killed children sometime in the past, yes, he would let that fact known if they were standing off against another set of children. It would not bother him to say that, no.
But has Torment killed children in the past?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of Torment's backstory.
Isn't he your character?
I mean, yeah, I haven't put much depth into it. You know, he's in the world and everything. You know, I didn't go that far into it.
Schrodinger's children. If you put dead children in one of Mister's backstories that he doesn't write, are they dead or not?
Oh, I mean, I have characters that have killed Imperial. He's killed children.
Yeah, he was also like the bringer of death, so.
I mean, he's killed children, but he killed children when he was a child, so it's technically okay.
I don't think that's still okay. That's not how that works.
No wonder Bahamut didn't chew me out for executing a party member.
I'm telling you, Imperial was crazy. Y'all keep. He has killed children. He burned down the orphanage. He raised,
My God.
after he came,
My
killed
biggest
everybody
regret
in
is
it,
I didn't kill him on sight.
He was a bad dude, man.
All right.
Okay, so do we get to the house?
Or do we kill children?
You
along
make
the
it to the
way?
house.
And
No
Just-
children are harmed in the passage.
just to make sure, this is Tim's house?
You guys went north to the empty elf house. I believe you could have gone to that other house, but you haven't been there in quite some time.
Wait,
The
what
elf
empty elf house?
The elf house is our clubhouse, the one we've been hanging out at forever, where we've been doing all of our stuff from.
Oh, is this the house of the two old people that were outed as
Mhm.
elves and then ran away?
They were not outed as elves. We don't have confirmation on any of that information. That is purely speculation.
Okay, well,
So
I think they're elves. If they ran, they've got to be an elf.
yeah.
Okay, so can we get inside? Or is that possible?
Yes. You open the door and you go inside.
Hey, did you guys check if there were like things placed in here?
Yes, we did.
You checked for magic as well?
I'm quite certain that our gnome buddy Revert had in fact checked it for magic.
Okay. Do you want to check it again? I don't know. When was the last time we were in here?
Last night.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
We're in here quite literally every day.
Meta has been away, so I did not know that. Okay, what I was trying to say is we can't just talk openly about a secret operation at the pub.
Sure, we can.
We could, but there'd be consequences. The nobles don't like it being in public.
We kill the ones that go against us.
No,
No,
not actually. No.
It's too public of a place, and there are too many people.
Oh shit! And I looked to the, what was it, old man Curtis?
Yeah, he's followed you this whole way.
He walked into the house?
Yeah, he's just been moving with the group.
No one stopped him.
Fucking hell, dude, what
He's
are you
probably
doing here?
He's probably still nursing the drink you guys bought him, and I
Yeah.
don't think he probably realized that he's not supposed to leave with the actual money.
Dude, go away.
What the? What?
But
Who is this guy?
Curtis, how many fingers am I holding up? And I hold 4 fingers. I'm holding up 4 fingers.
3.5.
I think he's fine, guys. You probably won't even remember what
Knock him
we're
out.
talking about. No, that's not
He's
necessary.
already half knocked out.
Dude, why are you f***ing us? Don't you
Yeah,
have
that's a
better
safe
things
bet.
to do? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
He just needed a place to sleep for the night.
All of you are probably aware that this man is an obvious drunkard and a vagrant, and if he were to reveal anything about anything you guys have been
Nothing
doing,
would be taken seriously.
Nobody
Yep.
would be taken. Nobody would even
Yeah.
begin to think he's.
I was about to start
Still-
playing into that.
Still creeps me out.
And he seems like an alright fella. He ain't bothering no one.
Is there a table in here? Are we sitting at a dining table and chairs? Or are we sitting on the floor in a circle?
Probably some loose stools here and there.
There's some bits of furniture around, not a lot.
Okay,
Couple
well,
of benches.
I will sit as far away as I can from this guy.
All right.
Fucking creep.
Yeah, he'll just be sitting down there finishing off his beer from the apparently stolen tankard and rubbing his head from where Gorgeous George smashed it into.
You took that hit like a champ.
And it wasn't my first. Or my last, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure how rough he is looking overall, but yeah, he's definitely got some blood and snot down there at the bottom of his nose. It's not looking so beautiful, but
Yeah, he's got like the aftermath of a bloody nose.
Is there,
What do
any,
you
like,
do? Go ahead.
is there anything like to clean that with here handy in the house, AGR?
I've just been wiping it on my sleeve.
I think our gnome friend might have something. I don't know. It's up to him to use it.
What are we doing?
People were trying to figure out how to clean this guy off.
I cast prestidigitation on him. He's now clean.
Magic.
Alright.
Wow.
So what are you doing here?
Getting a free magic bath, apparently. Thanks, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
No, but like seriously.
Well, they don't like me hanging around there for too long. It seems like a good crowd to follow.
So do you just follow crowds?
More or less.
He's a sheeple.
Where are you from?
Here. What's this town
You
called
ever had a
again?
job?
Out of character.
What's
Sarkany.
that? Sarkany. Yeah.
There's Sarkany is the bigger city, and Skeen is the smaller village.
You could describe like you're just a human, right? You just
Yeah, he's
described
just a
yourself
human.
as a boring old man, drunk, filthy,
Yep.
boring, drunk old man. Okay. So yeah, he's probably, if I had to guess, based on the way you've played him thus far, he probably lives in one of the like shabby looking old tents on the side of town near the guardhouse, somewhere kind of close to where Agatha lives.
Inside the
Agatha,
walls?
yeah, it would be inside the walls. But there's like uh, basically there's some smaller houses and tents in like a circle on the east side of town
Oh, the
near
gypsy cat.
kind
Yeah,
of.
sure. Yeah, thanks. That's really helpful for the character background.
I've
But
had
yeah.
one of those ladies tell me my fortune.
So out of
Eaten by a
character,
giant spider.
create or destroy water is a first level spell, but create food and water is not. Just letting you know.
Makes sense. Sounds like it'd be harder to magically produce bacon than it is to produce water.
But good berries apparently are just as easy.
Yeah,
that's just
none of
'cause
us are
it's a berry
druids
that's
though.
good.
All right, ja.
Yeah, I promise I didn't make another druid. That would be a little silly.
I'm not. You guys are level 3. I'm still level 2.
Oh,
Why is he
Yeah.
only level 2?
Huh?
Why is he only level 2?
She.
Missed sessions.
Oh, okay. Am I level 3?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my full name is Emmeline. You wouldn't know that in character. You would just know me as Emmy. But I am definitely a girl.
100%.
there may or may not have been times where people mistake it.
No, I have long enough hair that people know that I'm a girl.
Yeah, definitely not long, big enough. I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. They get in the way with archery.
Oh my god, are we
Yeah, you
really
gotta
fucking
type it.
doing this?
Agatha's still a teenager.
I'm a little bit older than Agatha, but not that much older. So you ever held a job?
No, not really.
You ever done anything good for the community?
No, has the community ever done anything good for me before today?
I don't know.
No.
Giving you housing? Letting you
I'm
sleep
back.
inside the walls?
That
Not
is
throwing
awfully
you out to
bad
the
nice of you.
wolves?
The only work he's probably ever had available to him is hauling water and or hauling some less savory stuff.
He's a gung farmer?
Food?
That
Or-
would definitely be more in his like at his income bracket by the sounds.
Yeah,
like
he
hauling
probably
wood?
did that at one point, but probably not for very long. He's mostly just been like a jobless vagrant.
Got any family?
Nope.
Any friends?
Just Torment. And then he looks over at Torment and cheers him with the empty beer.
Yeah, it sounds like this guy probably lives off of nothing but begging, and he probably has to go to the church regularly to get like a bowl of soup.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Hmm.
I didn't change my name. I'm gonna disconnect, reconnect right quick.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, Spectre left.
He did. It's very sad.
Maybe he'll join us one day.
Wait, we got Adrian.
Did Make leave?
He's gonna be right back.
Yeah, he's reconnecting.
There he is.
I was about to say, I just looked. There we go. Okay. I was looking at the chat. I'm like, wait a second. Where the fuck is everyone?
Um,
Where's Sleuth?
He'll be here eventually.
so,
Probably. He said he'd be late.
what do you do? Done anything interesting with your life? Any stories you got to tell? Apparently, we have the time to listen. And I kind of look at the rest of the party, half trying to throw shade, half just like,
Shooting the
whatever.
shit. Yeah, as you might have noticed, he does have a habit of getting into tavern fights.
Does he have any stories to tell?
Yeah, but the person playing him doesn't have the creativity to make up any on the spot.
He's
You
too
don't have to
drunk
tell
really
us.
recall any.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I'll tell you a story about a fight he got into.
In Sarkney?
Sure.
Did he win?
This one time, all right, he was just sitting, just minding his own business at the pub, all right? And he was sitting there, you know, making small talk with some people, and all of a sudden, this Goliath got up and slammed his head into.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. He didn't even insult the Goliath. It was a compliment.
Wait,
I'd
Gorgeous
like to
George
roll
is a
insight.
Goliath?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
I
he's
thought-
the only other Goliath out there.
Okay.
AGR. I'd like to insight the truthfulness of the story.
You just saw it happen.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
he was minding his own business, really.
Yeah,
Just making a little small talk.
Yeah, but was
I
he
think his
really
other
minding
stories
his
are
own
probably
business?
similar.
I mean, he wasn't really minding his own business, but he didn't really do anything in particular to piss off that Goliath. He just sort of mentioned him offhandedly, and then he came
Yeah.
over and kicked him.
He had a chip on his shoulders. He does.
Do all of his stories end with "I then pissed off"? All the
Dude.
stories end with him pissing off the Goliath and his face getting smashed
I'm
into
pretty
the
No,
sure
his
at
story-
least one of them ends with him being beaten, like senseless, by a band of like rabid children with sticks.
Yeah, some of his stories
Oh
end
my
with
god.
and I woke up the next morning battered, bruised, and bloodied.
Yeah. He has at least one story where he woke up on a thatched roof about 3 miles out of town.
That sounds like a good one.
All right. So, shall we get down to business, gentlemen? And ladies?
One more question. What's your opinion on elves?
Can't stand it.
Can I
Insight.
insight check him?
He's
Yes.
telling the truth.
I think he's too
Yeah, I
drunk
don't
to
care.
really make up a good lie.
You have advantage on your
He's
insight
not
check.
sober enough to not be racist. Should I make a deception check or persuasion?
Yes.
Or...
Get this-
Oh,
Make
wait,
a
sorry.
deception or persuasion check. You have disadvantage on them.
That is a 13. I do not have proficiency in insight. Playing two clerics at once is hard.
Watch as old man Curtis double nat 20s.
Yeah,
We'll
make
never know the truth.
make either a deception or persuasion check. Don't tell us which one.
Wilfred, are you gonna roll? Or am I just
Am I allowed to roll?
I think he's
What are
supposed
we
to roll
rolling?
dice.
Inside?
Just those two is fine.
Okay.
So,
Am I
Old
also
Man
doing an
Curtis,
advantage?
you are completely incapable of deceiving anyone, including the people who didn't roll. So they definitely know the truth, which is
What's the truth?
He doesn't like elves.
Elves are bad. Okay.
Okay.
But what are his thoughts on changeling?
Would I know what a changeling is? Is that common
Yeah.
knowledge?
yeah, it's common enough. It's one of those things where folks know they're around. The government keeps tabs on them, but you know, that's most people probably haven't seen a changeling unless they've seen like an actual execution of one, which isn't that rare, but it's not super common.
Wilfred, you were
probably
saying?
not too fond of them.
I was okay. I was saying that perhaps we should get down to business with this elvish conspiracy.
Yeah, Meta doesn't remember what we were going to talk about before y'all were like, let's talk about it here.
Well, you see, last week, if you remember from the gnome's log.
Oh no! I remember the what's happened. I don't remember where I was trying to go with the conversation for.
Oh.
Mhm.
I mean, we know a lot of whens and wheres. We don't know any whys. So
Oh, I remember. You can go ahead if you want.
we should probably be looking into if Sir Jamie and Sir Wolfland have returned.
Sir Jacob.
Yeah.
Sir Jacob. Sorry.
Oh, I thought he just said that as a nickname.
No,
yeah,
I'm
I
thinking of
mean-
a different sir.
Agatha, is that something you could follow through with?
That doesn't sound safe at all.
They're out of town.
You mean checking in with their with their servants?
Squires.
Whatever. With their
Would I know in character AGR that the squires would have any way of communicating with the sirs while they're away?
You would probably not suspect so. No.
Turns out all the squires are trained in magic and know the sending spell.
Shrugs. I don't think they would know.
They would have to be level 5 to have the sending spell.
And if it is dangerous out there and something happened to them,
Yeah,
I hate to
we're not-
remind us at the cave, we got our asses kicked and they kicked the shit out of the goblins in there. What do you think is gonna happen to us with spooky elves that are like hiding in the shadows and shit?
Yeah,
killed two already.
Curtis.
We find them and kill them.
Curtis,
Yeah?
are your ears working?
Yes, they're working.
Okay. I don't know, maybe you fell asleep. You look pretty drunk.
He's getting close.
How are you fighting? Someone came up to you and stabbed you with a knife. How would you be able to respond?
I'd probably kick the shit out of him.
What if you saw an elf?
And then I'd spit at them.
What if it was the elf that stabbed you?
Second verse, same as the first.
Sounds reasonable.
Now put him on a plane so he can put him in a hearse.
Now put me on a plane so I can put him in a hearse.
Damn, I was hoping he was going to be a warlock.
I mean, you can tell with that charisma that he's not no warlock, no charisma
I mean,
cat.
if you want a warlock, just let Wilfred die, and that'll be my next character. That's already the plan.
I'll just let you eventually figure it out.
No,
He's probably a monk boy. I wouldn't be surprised. He's
yeah, I
literally have nothing. He has nothing.
I don't really care what class Curtis is. I just really wanted a warlock.
He's a drunken one monk. That's
Ding, ding,
probably.
ding, we have a winner.
There we go.
Drunken
yep.
master. That's fucking
Makes
awesome.
sense. And
That's
he would
why-
have spent he would have spent enough time around the church. He's probably had to like rely on them to feed him out of charity, so they've probably forced him to wash dishes a few times, and he's had some church experience where they've tried to wrangle him.
How does that work? One of the fathers comes up. Do you want to learn kung fu?
Oh no, it's like what's it, the kid, the little kid, the movie where he teaches him kung fu
Karate
and he
Kid.
does it by doing the chores.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. I think
Cool.
so.
We got old man Karate Kid.
Wipe on, wipe off.
Actually, I think it's wax on, wax.
Oh,
Jeffrek
wax on, wax off.
Miso. You mean Jeffrek Miso?
Okay.
All right. So he's got a backstory now. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thanks for the help on that. I couldn't have done it alone.
happy to do it.
I mean,
Yes.
Emmy's still creeped out by you. Like, she's not sleeping anywhere near you.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So I was watching the gate. Didn't see anything interesting. Do you think we should continue that? I mean, I was watching it because you guys were gone, but
How much time has passed since we Sir
it's been
Jacob
Yep.
and Sir Wolfland have left?
Less than a day, I think. They left in morning, and then we explored the thing afternoon, evening-ish.
I have you set as the day after the Duke was supposed to arrive. So they would have they would have like gone out that afternoon, I believe. So, yeah.
So it was yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
And there was a storm, right?
Yeah, you guys had some stormy times, and then you eventually decided to go check out the well. I think when it had cleared up enough that you could, like head out, and then yeah, you came back, did some drinking. It's been
Could the storm have been a sign from Nifa? Suspicious, creepy shit was up, and we should go investigate.
you don't know,
Uh,
still drizzling a little.
Ominous drizzling?
Uh,
The kind of
Sure.
drizzling that would precede a tragedy?
sure.
Beauty is in
And
the eye of the beholder.
in a gothic horror story, maybe.
Let's just say Wolford's
Beholder, where?
superstitious.
But yeah, at about this point, after the walk and a few minutes of chatting, it's dark outside. And I will mention I don't think any of you are carrying a light source with it lit, so it's
We're
real
inside
dark
the
in the
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
River needs no light sources.
yeah,
Yeah, I
so
don't
Rever's
need a
the
light
only one who
source
can
either.
currently. Yeah, okay. So a couple of you can see. Most of you are just sitting there in the pitch black darkness talking to each other.
Oh, sorry. I don't have dark vision yet. That will come in a couple of levels. I have the light cantrip. So if it got dark enough, I
Oh.
would have turned
So
on a
there's
light.
just a mysterious light emanating from this house, and we'll just hope nobody looks in there. No, you're fine.
I'd like to
It-
light a torch.
Okay, you light a torch.
Light the stove, the way, light the lights however the lights are supposed to be lit.
Well, candles are expensive. So
Relatively.
how are torches?
I mean,
Common?
like you guys can afford this stuff. I'm not gonna bust your balls over it, but it's the kind of thing most people are not burning every day because they don't want to waste the money and they have to get up early anyway.
Okay.
I think tomorrow when we get up, we should go try to find them.
I'm
feel
up
like
with
we should
Agatha on
wait.
this.
Yeah, there's too many things we don't know. I'm afraid we'll get lost, and then I don't want to bother with that.
No, we won't get lost, that's for sure. I know this area very well. Out of character, I cannot get lost after traveling for an hour.
Yeah, but like we'll be trying to look for them in the forestry, I'm assuming, because we'll probably not find them on the road. That would be
A
awful convenient if we
forest.
could find them on the road.
a forest that both Emmy and I live in.
After 1 hour of traveling in the wilderness, I gain the following benefits. My allies and I are not slowed by difficult terrain, and I can't get lost except by magic.
What's that from?
Ranger.
Oh.
Revised Ranger, not shitty Ranger.
Kappa.
So I think at about this time, you guys hear a couple of bells ringing and a sound of a horn blowing.
Is that normal for this time of night?
No.
No, it's generally not good.
Okay.
Are these the surrender bells or the to arms bells?
There are no surrender bells.
Battle
Great.
stations, I'm assuming
Let's
immediately
go.
supposed to go outside. Yeah.
You would know, Agatha, that this is a call to arms where you need to.
Do I know where? Southern or northern?
It sounds like there are like the bells are going to be coming from the church bell is ringing, because that's where the big bell is. The horns are going to be coming from either gate. There's horns on both.
Are we close to the gates?
We're close to one.
You're close to the north gate.
Let's go
Okay.
there.
We should probably go to the north gate first then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have my longbow out and a torch in the other hand.
Man, what's all that racket?
Trouble.
Move over.
Come on. Got nothing better to do.
He really doesn't.
Move towards the north gate. There's so the gates are shut, and the guards that are usually posted out there are not down here. But it does look like there's some motion up, like above, in the actual upper story of the gatehouse.
How tall is it? How far would I have to jump vertically to get?
To get onto the second floor? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's
Revert goes up the stairs.
okay. Revert.
I thought he
you
said the gate was
struggle a bit. You struggle a bit with the door, but yeah, the gate is closed. It doesn't mean that, like, you could still get in the gatehouse. It's not the same as going.
They're
through
usually
the gate
open
outside.
to the inside.
Assume where Revert goes, Torment goes as well. So if Revert needs strength, that's what Torment is for.
Yeah, I would like to.
So
not
Revert basically has to, like, he rides up on his rabbit, rides up half the door, turns the knob, and then runs.
Yeah.
I will follow.
All right. So yeah, up on the second floor, there is a guard who seems to have just finished shutting the portcullis. Some of you would probably remember this guard. This is Barbara. She's from the town watch.
Oh, while I'm
What's
running up the
wrong?
I would like to do something while I'm running up the stairs, but we can do other things.
She's gonna say, I don't know, I just heard the bell. Sounds like we got some trouble. Think I heard somebody loading up the ballista.
Oh,
What's the threat?
I would
Told
like.
you guys a bad omen.
I would like to.
She's literally trying to get past you so she can go up to the top of the gatehouse right now.
I mean, I just go with her. I just go up the top to the top.
she's
of the
got a
gates.
bow too.
Yeah, she's got a bow.
I might as well go up with her too.
I will cast light on her arrow that she has knocked.
Okay. That's gonna freak her out for a second, but she'll work with it. She keeps going. Yeah, so it's dark out here, but you're outside. There's a few torches lit on, like, at the far corner of the roof of the gatehouse here, and you see Paul and Kraft, who are also from the town watch. They are like currently loading the ballista, and Kraft's gonna say, "All right, gentlemen, you keep an eye out."
Who called for
He's
the
gonna
alarm?
point up there.
Eye out for what?
We got a rock out there.
A rock?
Oh,
Told,
uh,
Fuck.
A
told you guys that,
stone?
Omen. I told you.
No, a big ass bird.
Oh,
bird
okay.
with 200-foot wingspan.
Hey, I beat one of those before.
All of the guards are gonna look at you simultaneously.
Don't mind him, he's half drunk. Fuck.
Let's do it again. Torment pulls his shield and his spear.
Just a rock?
Could I help with loading the ballista? Because I know that can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, sure. You go over to the other side. Kraft is currently trying to turn the crank, and you grab the other handle on the opposite end and start turning.
I will do Blessing of the Trickster on Revert.
All right. So, what's everybody's perception? Not good, right?
9.
Yeah.
13.
My rabbits is 14.
11.
It's better than mine. I have a 9.
Your rabbit is nervous.
Does 13 tell us anything?
With a 13, you hear a shout from the south side of town.
Can we see anything?
Make a perception check. Okay. Yeah, you see a ballista bolt fly near where the church tower is. You don't see much, but you can see the movement of it because the church tower is illuminated.
I can see the movement of the bolt, but not of the thing that they said is attacking.
That's right.
Okay. I will. Am I able to get over to the ballista?
The ballista's right out here.
Okay.
Yes.
I will say. Does it look like they're about to shoot it?
No, it looks like they're searching for a target.
Okay. I will say, hold on just 1 second. And once they're looking at me and not firing, I will cast light on the ballista bolt, the tip of the ballista bolt.
Can we see the southern gatehouse from here?
No. It's dark, and you definitely don't have enough dark vision to see all that way. The only reason you can see, the only reason that Emmy could see anything was because they have lit up the actual church tower, and it's high enough up that you can see it from here. The other gate's blocked by too many rooftops.
Yeah, once I cast light on the tip of the bolt, I will back up, give them space.
All right. One moment. Give these guys their chance at a perception check real quick.
I'd like to be helping them since I'm also helping with the ballista.
All right, make a perception check.
Uh,
A 17, okay. Agatha, you spot like the side of a wing, and it moves by where the church is. You could just see one wing, and it just kind of casts a shadow as it passes very close to the church. And it actually passes close enough, it woofs out one of the lights, one of the torches over there.
Oh, wow. Back. I'll say, over there, by the church. I caught a glimpse of it.
All right, they're going to fling around, and they're going to take a shot just into the dark at disadvantage.
it has light on it, so it will
Yeah,
illuminate.
but they have to fire it before they...
I know. I just if it misses, it'll at least illuminate its path, and it might still get a glimpse.
Okay. So yeah, they
Wait, did
fire.
you cast a light on the ballista spear?
The ballista bolt,
bolt.
yeah.
All right, so the bolt flies south towards the church, and yeah, it flies close enough that you can all see the belly of this bird for just a moment as it arcs about like 60 feet under it, like just at the.
How far away is it from us?
Not far enough.
I mean, too close for comfort, but halfway across town.
Which is...
Oh man, you're gonna make me math.
Like 12
If you're going to throw a rock at us, I am.
feet.
At least a couple 100 feet.
It's somewhere in the ballpark of, let's say, 250 feet.
Okay. Your map
Uh,
doesn't have
I-
a scale on it, so I can't do it myself.
Are we all heading that way?
Oh no, fuck that.
I
Reload this
don't know.
ballista.
I don't know what the time scale is, but I will be casting light on the next bolt, and then if I have time, I will cast guidance on Revert.
Okay, you do. It takes quite a bit of time to reload across ballista.
And I will obviously pull out my bow myself.
All right.
And you make sure you light up the shaft. Some of it will definitely be poking in the thing if we manage to hit it.
I will follow instructions.
Yeah, don't light the tip.
Just
Torment, let's
just-
take the fight to it. And I start going down the stairs to start going towards the church as fast
Are
as I
you
can.
insane, you two? You guys are gonna get eaten.
So
Okay.
I have Silo just full on dash 100 feet.
All right.
the
Yeah,
church.
you make it all the way. You make it all the way out of the guardhouse, going down the stairs. You make it, about 70 feet down past that first intersection, and yeah, out in the distance, still about another 100 feet away from you, but illuminated, you see a guard holding a torch, who clearly flips the fuck out and begins to run towards you for just a moment before a dark shadow swoops down and snatches him up, leaving the torch on the ground. And he just screams as he flies up into the air.
Is that within 60 feet of me?
It's about 100 feet away.
Shit.
Believe it or not, Old Man Curtis
Then in that
can
case, I'm going
have
to cast
it.
a mirror image on myself.
Okay. There are many gnomes.
There are now 4 reverts. And we're all running around.
Okay.
What the hell did I drink?
All right. I need dexterity saves from everybody on the top of the guardhouse.
Oh fuck.
I'm good at those now. Fuck me.
Gladly.
Oof.
So, yeah. Pete, you haven't moved, right? You're still up.
No, I followed.
Oh.
I followed Reverend.
Gotcha. All right. Wilfred,
Uh-huh.
you take 11 bludgeoning damage as a corpse falls on you. It is missing a head and like the upper right portion of its torso, its shoulder, and one arm.
You know, it's funny that it does 11 points of damage because my ass is unconscious.
God
Oh,
damn it.
fuck!
I will immediately. So I have to check my spell.
Take whatever damage the deck save for Emmy and Agatha is.
He said that it hit him, not us.
Yeah, one poor bastard was going to get hit.
Three eyes
I will.
ducked, one looked
I'll
up.
immediately healing word. So
Okay.
While he does that, I'm going to try to clear the corpse out. Oh,
you're at 3 hit points and you're awake. And then I will go over to you. I don't know if you stand.
Am I able to stand up?
The guards are going to react to this, and they're going to take a shot from the direction where the corpse came from. They're going to lead it a little bit. And yes, you do get to stand up. Oh my goodness,
misfire.
they nat one. Okay, you all hear a snap and this horrible metallic twang. I need dexterity saves from everybody.
Is it including me and Robert?
Everybody who's
God.
up on the tower.
Oh, I'm on the ground. Never mind.
It's like the grenades all over again.
Shit.
Oh shit. I'm awake now.
Y'all
What
were
was-
saying.
Wait. What was Emmy's save?
No, it's
8.
it's not me and you.
My save was 8.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
Oof.
Wow.
Indeed.
Everybody who rolled less than a 10 gets smacked by this thing. But it's in order. So let's see, who was the first fail? The first person to fail, I believe, was
I think that's
Barbara.
Agatha.
Was it Agatha first? Where's
5.
I don't know where they
I
start.
am the lowest, if that's
No,
what you're doing it on.
No, the first person to fail. The first person to fail before Emmy failed. It was, it was Barbara. So Barbara takes the full amount, and everyone else takes half.
Is Barbara still conscious?
Barbara is still conscious. She is not happy.
Is the ballista still operable?
No, the fucking ballista just exploded. Basically, the string just like popped off the arm. The whole arm whipped around, smacked Barbara. Then the line hit everybody else after the thing broke apart. The whole arm of the ballista just broke forward, and half of it flew forward off the wall.
Oh, fuck me.
I will, after that thing hits him, I will tell Wilfred. I'll run up to him after I healing word him, and I will just kind of like whisper to him, "This would be a perfect opportunity for them to get into the city."
Shit.
I know.
AGR, where on the map are we?
You're at the north gatehouse in the right-hand tower.
So, what is Barbara's immediate reaction to the ballista being operable? Her getting her shit kicked in?
She gets knocked on her ass, and she's knocked out of breath. And I mean, there's a lot of profanity, but otherwise, she doesn't seem dead.
Okay. Is there motion like to go downstairs or something? Because
She's trying to get to her feet, but she's struggling a little bit.
I'll help her. What the fuck are we doing, Barbara? I don't think our arrow's gonna do shit against it.
Says, I doubt it. I just one sec, and then she's gonna vomit.
Dexterity saving.
No, none of you can save. It gets everywhere. No, it's not that bad, but yeah. And yeah, she's gonna stumble to her feet, and she's gonna start making her way down, down the gatehouse.
I'll try to
D8
guide
acid
her.
first.
AGR.
Yeah. So, Robert, what are you doing? You're in the middle of the road, and you don't see anything.
All right. So I saw it go north, right above me.
Yeah.
Um,
You
okay.
would have known that its direction was vaguely north, yes, because it swept up and grabbed that guy while going.
Right. Do I see any other threats besides that one rock?
No.
Okay. I want to keep going south. I want to get to the south gate and see how they're doing, or if they're all dead.
Okay. Yeah, you run your way to the south gate. On your way, you notice that there are a couple of turned over like wagons, and there's a single boot pretty near the fountain at Cathedral Square. And yeah, it looks like the front wall of like the side area by the church near where the cemetery is, and they have like the church grounds. The front wall has a small section that's caved in. But yeah, you make your way down south to the southern gate, and it looks like, I mean, you literally see like several people up on the top shouting and looking around before you even get there.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the south gate wasn't just completely broken open and undefended.
No, the gate appears to be shut.
Okay. You said there was a boot sticking out from under that wagon. Can I get to it?
Yeah. You make your way back up to Cathedral Square, grab that boot.
Is there anyone? Wait, it's just a boot. It's not like a person's foot.
No, it was just a boot.
I knock on the overturned wagon and ask, hello, anyone in there?
You hear a hollow thud.
Okay. All right. Well, they're probably not in need of any help then, if there is anyone there.
You notice that the boot is a little heavy, though.
I examine the boot.
It has a foot.
Most of a foot is in there.
Okay. I put the boot back down just like I found it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend that I never picked it up.
All right.
I think it's at this point Agatha gets rid of the longbow, like holsters it back, and I'm gonna get a shield out.
Then I guess in that case,
Okay.
I'll just ready myself for any threats I see.
All right.
I'm gonna get back inside.
Yeah, I think we're all getting back inside because fuck that.
So yeah, you make your way down from the roof of the guard tower. You do see Barbara, Kraft, and Paul. They all like run out the gate, and they make their way like to the other tower. It looks like they're trying to use the little side door to get out through the north gate.
Out of the city, not back into the city.
Yes, out of the city through the north gate.
Do we see where they're going?
I mean, I kind of have an obligation. I wanna be with them. This
You
is
don't
probably
you don't know where they're going, but you know the bird was out there.
they have to have an idea of some sort. I haven't been doing this long, but they're all older than me, I think.
So they're going out to the area on the other side of the wall from the guardhouse.
I think Agatha's gonna follow. That's what I think my character would do.
What's the lighting like right now?
Poor.
Very poor. There's a lit torch, just one lit torch outside the gate, and it's illuminating enough that you can see those guys leaving. None of them have a light.
Probably
There is enough moonlight that you can see, but you can't see far.
Right, like effectively, I just need to know: is it enough light where I can see sources of cover?
If you get close enough to it, yeah.
Like how close?
It's something like having 30 feet of dark vision. That's about where you're at.
All right. How far am I from that door?
I mean, getting across the road, like, I mean, you get there with 30 feet of move.
And then from that door, how far is it to the tree line of that wooded region outside the gatehouse? We're on the north side, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Something in the ballpark of 70 or 80 feet, probably.
Hmm.
So the
I w-
guards make their way out, and they hug the wall, and they follow it along the side of that other house until they get to the dirt road. I mean, they probably disappear from your sight at about that.
I'm not sure if I told you, if I was clear, AGR. As soon as Barbara, I would have been following them.
Okay, well, Agatha, then you would see them one at a time sprint across the road and hide in the bushes north of that house, that little house.
Oh, they're going left.
Yeah, they run out through the gatehouse, hug the wall left, hug north up the side of that house, and then across into the bush.
Oh, I thought they were going to go down a loop to the southern watchtower. Wow. Okay.
Oh, so they're going the other way, away from the guardhouse.
I would like to follow suit with them.
Am I still within shouting distance of Agatha?
Sure.
I will yell out, Agatha, do you want us to follow?
Is there enough shrubbery to hide around everyone?
Yeah, it's big enough space.
Sure.
Then I will follow Wilfred and Agatha.
Are there any threats around us where we are at this point?
Yeah. You made it back up to the gatehouse with these guys? You're fast enough. to
No,
have
we
done it,
had
as I was-
we had. I said I was staying there to wait to see if there was any threats that presented themselves before doing that. So I would have waited a bit before heading back.
You certainly haven't seen anything.
Well, then
These
I would
guys
have gone
haven't
back.
fired
Yeah.
the ballista or anything. Okay. Yeah, so you probably see, like, you get there in time to see the last one of them starting to head through the gate. You probably managed to sprint that rabbit through there right before they get the door shut.
Okay.
I will. How far is Agatha from me?
I mean, everybody's hiding in the woods, so you can get right up to Agatha without too much trouble. You just take.
Okay. I will. Blessing of the Trickster, Agatha. So that means, Reverend, you no longer have advantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
Um,
I'm the only one that's even moderately armored up in this group, aren't I, AGR?
You, yeah. You
I
hear
have defenses.
a horrible shrieking sound, which you think might be a woman, and then you realize it sounds like a gigantic bird call, and then you hear a woman shriek, and you see the motion of the like shrubbery moving across the road from you to the east. You don't actually see much of the bird, but you do see a bit of shadow overhead.
can we pinpoint exactly where the scream came from?
It was from somewhere northeast of you.
And across the main road that exits the north gate.
Mm-hmm.
It is it just taking off now?
It was just a moment ago, like 15 seconds.
Am I with the party?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Have we had a long rest?
One?
All right. So what are you doing, Wilfred?
Would I through any kind of knowledge of nature, know how difficult it would be for the rock, given its size and predatory bird nature, to right after coming off from the ground, would it be able to turn sharply to our location if we were to move?
You don't think so? Question mark.
As Emmy, I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this thing can do anything and everything at once.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm asking with any kind of knowledge of nature survival.
You're pretty sure if it tries, the force of its wings will be enough to knock you all pro.
How far
Here's a
away is it
hint
from
for
me?
survival. Don't do
You
anything.
can't actually see it. You saw its shadow for a moment. I mean, you're welcome to make a perception check to try and spot it out right now.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'd like to do that as well.
By all
How
means.
far is it between the shrubbery I'm in and that clump of forest I'm trying to get?
You're in the clump of forest looking towards the shrubbery, which is where you saw the motion. Ooh, 19. Nice.
Shrubbery.
So we're already in the forest by the well?
Yes, the guards led you over to that area. They all. Yeah.
I inverted that on my map. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to tell Emmy I'm moving back towards the well, and I'm going to move through those woods.
Okay, you're pretty
Slowly as
sure
I can.
the woods are dense enough that the bird probably can't get in here.
Oh, in that case, I'm going to book my ass towards the.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, the little group of trees right north of the north gate?
Mm-hmm.
So that little well, that's the well that we've been going into?
Yep.
So we destroyed a well that people were actually using.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. We didn't destroy
Right,
it. We rendered it temporarily
We interdicted
inoperable
its
during
use.
the mud.
There's another one right across the bridge.
Yeah.
But you know, if you live with the well right in front of your house, you've been like super inconvenienced by having to like.
Yeah, those elderly couple, super pissed, I'm sure.
I mean, they
Absolutely.
were mostly like confused and curious what the fuck was happening because they watched the whole thing.
Actually, the well right next to the bailiff's house is probably closer than the one across the road.
Yeah, but then they have to fuck with the gate.
Are y'all still stuck in the tower?
No,
we booked it.
We're in the group of trees just north of the north gate on the left side of the main. Right next to those like three little houses. South
You
of the
hear
river.
a loud crashing sound, like wood timbers snapping and almost like leaves shaking, but not quite. It's
Did I actually
like,
see it?
oh, actually, with a 19, yeah, you're gonna have seen a flash, but it's gonna be, let's see, it's got to be 200 feet from you. You see it fly down and basically crash into the roof of what looks like a barn.
I'm sorry, so it crashed into a barn?
Yeah, it basically just it dropped down onto the barn, and then its weight was enough that it just the whole roof went.
All right, I go for
Then
it.
let's kill
How
it.
close can I get?
You have like 100 feet of movement, so
Yeah.
You can get definitely within 100 feet before it has any chance of getting it.
Okay. When I'm within 100 feet, so 60 feet in front of me and to the left slightly, I'd like to cast Silent Image of a rock and drag, and I'd like to try and like entice the rock to stay.
You're Bugs Bunnying it?
Okay.
Yes, I am Bugs Bunnying the rock.
Oh, this is brilliant.
I would also like to approach at the same time.
All right, 1 second.
Is only the party around, or are there guards?
There are 3 guards with us.
One's injured.
I'm
Pretty
not
bad.
sure. Like your silent image can only be like what, a 15-foot cube?
Yeah.
A rock is.
Gargantuan.
It's a small rock in drag. I make the
Puddle.
biggest image I can of a rock in drag. If it's smaller,
It's-
I
It's
was
it's just like squished down, like its wings are closed, and it's
yeah.
uh
Its wings are closed. It's just standing there on its legs, going yoo-hoo to the rock, but silently.
okay. Well, you
Can
see
implied.
the bird stick its head out through the front like window over the big barn doors. It barely fits, and it like cocks its head to the side, and then it just basically tears the whole front of the barn down as it walks south towards the image.
Well, my plan is to close and maintain 60 feet and start ray of frosting this guy.
I'd like to.
I'm
head over
charging
to-
as well.
So before, Revert probably is too fast for me to do this, but Torment, I assume I can cast a touch spell on him before.
What are you guys doing when you see Revert do this? Because he like breaks and charges it. Is everyone else charging or not?
I
'Cause that's gonna be
charge, yes.
important.
How
I
much distance is it? Like, do we even see this happening? What barn? What building?
You don't see it, but you do see Revert charge that direction. And,
Charging!
you probably see his
I wanna-
silent image.
I want to
I'm-
cast a touch spell on Torment, but I don't want to break line of cover.
Charging!
Torment is charging, so which is important.
If I can't do a touch spell before he breaks cover, then I won't break cover.
Okay, you sit there. Torment charges.
I'd like to try to stay hidden and head over towards the wounded guard.
Okay, you head over to the wounded guard who is 5.5 feet away from you
I have no idea where anything is right now.
in the woods. Everything's in the woods except for the stuff that actually matters. But who?
Like I
Yeah.
just got here like 5 minutes ago. I wasn't here for setting the scene.
So everybody's in the woods north of town except for Rebert, who has charged a giant rock, and Torment, who has now charged the giant rock as well. The rock just basically destroyed a barn, and Revert has made a small image of a rock to try and entice the bird to, like approach.
I'd also like to charge the rock.
I'm gonna do what I can to get this guard back on his feet.
Oh,
Or if-
Barbara's okay. She's just
Yeah,
wounded. She
Barbara
took a
is hurt,
nasty
but-
whacking with a metal piece of that ballista.
She's not unconscious.
That is correct.
So, I mean, this is basically Revert's plan in terms of movement around the rock.
Kite it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do me a favor. Make a stealth check as you approach the location where the rock is.
I'm just gonna stay on medical standby for the guards. If one of them goes down, I'll take whatever ranged weapons they have, if any.
And
I-
Torment, you're not going to be able to make a stealth check because you're charging at full speed. Actually, I guess you're probably not able to do anything stealthy either, because you're riding your rabbit to keep up at a pretty.
Well, there's 4 of me, and yeah, we're
That's true.
charging.
So I don't think you're going to get much stealth out of that.
I mean, do you see the sheep? They aren't stealthing around the car.
That's
They're
fair.
just circle strafing.
All right. Sure.
Am I able to get stealth?
Rever understands the concept of stealth and he finds it hilarious.
Aren't you still in the woods?
We are all in cover
Oh,
unless you said you broke cover.
You
I'm
yeah,
deep in
you
the
charged with
woods.
Torment. No. If you're charging with Torment, neither of you. Or
Well, I'm
neither.
charging with the Reverend. I'm pretty sure
You
I can
can't.
move as fast as he can.
Revert is like 100 feet of movement because he's got a rabbit.
Is that his dash?
That's what he's.
That's with my mount dashing.
Yeah, that's my movement speed. I have 50 feet of movement.
Great. Okay, you're also not stealthy. Okay. So, yeah, you guys charge towards the rock. The rock is more interested in this other bird at the moment, and it's gonna like sit up tall and wave its wings out and make like a display of itself. At about this time, you're probably closing to about 50 feet away from the rock.
Okay. Well, when I get to 60 feet, I'm going to start just circle strafing. I don't want to get closer than 60.
Okay, you hit 60 and you start to run sideways. What do you
All
do?
right. I'm going to Ray of Frost the big rock.
Okay. You hit.
Am I able to see the rock and the people fighting it?
Right, so that's 8 cold damage and minus 10 to its movement speed.
Okay. It's hard to see much from the woods. So Idle probably can't see very much.
So I can't see enough for the portents.
No, I don't think so. If you require the ability to see what's happening over there, to use portents on anything over there, then definitely not.
Okay.
If it's something that's happening in the woods with the people that are not in combat with the bird, then sure. But over here, probably. All right. So be it. The bird does not seem deeply concerned with this. It sort of notices and yeah, it gives like a half-hearted flap of its wing. Just do me a favor and make a we'll call it a strength save.
What's the worst that could
Revert.
happen with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Revert, you and your rabbit both fly up about 10 feet in the air. And you manage to barely hold on to this rabbit as you do sort of a backwards somersault, and you land about 10 feet further away from the rock than you were before, unharmed.
Awesome.
It's helping you kite it.
Is there a way for me to break cover stealthily, not full on charge,
I
but
mean,
still move?
you could just move quietly and stay low, but you just can't dash.
Okay, I will do that. I'm not really sure what buildings are around and where it is, but if it's possible for me to get like
I mean, at this point, it's moved pretty much into that open field, opposite where you guys are on the north end of that open field.
Okay, so can I be on the other side of those houses?
I mean, that's going to take 1,000,000 years.
To just cross the road?
Well, you want to, like, I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about the houses on the north, that's where the barn is. That's where he came from. So I don't know. From those trees to get to those houses up north, it would take 1,000,000 years. To just cross the road and be like near the couple of wagons and the small small shack, sure. Yeah, you could do that. That's gonna take, a minute, but nothing crazy.
Wait, the rock is across the river from us?
No.
I am super confused.
Yes, you are. You guys are in the stand of trees that is on the left to the north of the gatehouse, on the north gatehouse. Okay? Revert is currently in the field east of you with the rock. Okay? So crossing the road isn't going to put you near very many houses. It's going to put you next to a bunch of shrubs.
Oh,
And if you pass those, you're going to be in a field.
What's the barn?
I thought he had gone west.
The barn is the L-shaped red building at the T intersection over there.
I thought he had gone west on the other side of.
No.
So if I cross the road and get into those shrubberies next to that wagon and that little small blue house,
Shrubbery.
how far away would that put me from the rock?
Still like 150 feet.
Can I see it?
I mean, not from where you're at. Once you move, maybe, but you wouldn't know that.
Well, I will move, keeping low and staying stealthed.
Okay. Yeah, you cross the road, make it into the shrubberies, and immediately you can see there's a gigantic fucking bird. Wait a minute, there's two of them out there. And River.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there's a big one and a slightly smaller one.
And they look like they're mating.
Yeah, one of them seems to be doing like a mating dance for the other one.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to leave them to it. And I'm just going to stay as stealthed as I can. That little blue house next to those wagons, is there a door? Can I get into that?
There's a door. Yeah, it's closed.
Does that thing have a window to the outside?
You don't see a window.
Dang, okay. I will stay as stealthed from the air as possible.
All right.
And just wait until it gets close to me, if it does, or leaves my sight.
So be it.
Charge!
All right, yeah, Torment, you, let's see. You're definitely the slowest here, so you probably don't make it into melee with the guy yet, but you can get to within 60 feet of the rock by this.
Okay, I'm going into rage and going 60 feet.
All right. Anybody doing anything else?
Well, if I get another turn, I'm gonna, keep having the
running around and
illusion. Yeah, the illusion is gonna maintain what it's doing, and I am going to keep shooting at it.
Okay. Take another shot. As you're doing this, the rock you hit, the rock is approaching the illusion with like making slight flapping motions and sort of strutting its stuff.
Mm-hmm. Good.
He barely seems to notice these like bits of unpleasant.
I'm blowing on it with a cold fan.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I see Revert doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's a beam of blue-white light.
Yeah. Does that light it up enough for people to kind of know where it is?
I mean, you get like a momentary slight amount of blue, and you can kind of see a feather for half a second, sure. But you only vaguely have an idea of like what's actually happening right now. You have some ability to see from like the moonlight. So I'm not gonna punish you too hard. Like you can see a little bit of it sometimes as it moves.
Okay. Does anyone else want to say something? Because I have a little.
Well, if I'm right wherever it is, I'd like to try and attack it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you made it close enough. You can run in.
Are we in initiative right now?
I've been handling this fast and loose. I can throw you
Okay.
into initiative if you're prepared to do that, but I don't really have a problem with the way it's going.
I'll let you keep doing it the way you're doing it. Yeah, alright then. Let's see. Right, yeah, I'll just attack it with, how far would I need to move to get within 5 feet of it?
About 60 feet, about 55 feet.
Okay, well if I have 50 feet of movement speed, is that enough? Get within melee of it?
I'm actually gonna say yes because it's moving slightly towards you in order to approach this other bird.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I'm gonna punch it.
Okay.
Actually, we didn't go over this, but I did mention the dude had a staff. That was like meant to be a
Yes,
quarter staff. Am I proficient?
that is totally fine. Presumably, I'll give you proficiency in your quarterstaff. Yeah.
Sick, thank you.
Yeah, that hits. Meta, I posted a stat block for the rock for the Redhill campaign, and it is CR 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, Lizard. I might be on, like, sometimes. We'll have to see. I'm also going back to school soon, so that might be different.
Wait,
Oh.
wait.
Okay.
This is a CR11 monster?
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
reason
We can
why I
take it.
didn't want to go in there.
Gas.
We got it. We're good.
It's a 200-foot wingspan.
But I remember we brought one down with. I brought one down with.
Like level 7 characters.
Yeah.
He wasn't level 7 though. He was level 5.
That's
Your
still a
character might have been level
multi-attack.
5.
Well, speaking of multi-attack, I'd like to attack it 2 more times.
Please do. Please
The
do.
Kurgan rode that bastard to the ground. Remember? Hooked him with his axe, drug him to the ground, and rode that bastard.
Just to give you some context about this thing, its average damage would one-shot most of the party. I think you're the only one that would survive the average damage of a single attack.
You only have to do 2
Okay.
Rs.
Yeah.
So neither of those hit.
Alright, cool. I would then like to back away 10 feet.
So basically, you smack it 3 times with your quarterstaff. I know those were probably not all quarterstaff blows, but I
Yeah,
don't care.
those second 2 were unarmed, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
But you smack it 3 times, and the first one, you like smack it in the talon, and you hear a thwack. It sounds like it makes a slightly startled, grumpy noise. And then, yeah, you swing 2 more times, and it just kind of like ducks down a little bit, and you end up hitting it in the body, and it doesn't give a fuck.
Alright, yeah, then I'd like to run away 10 more feet.
Okay. Well,
And
he's
that
gonna use his
does
reaction.
not trigger an opportunity.
He's
Oh,
drunk,
good.
but
That's
feels good.
all right. So you're fine.
Yep.
I would like to cast light on the end of one of my arrows, shoot it at it, and then run the fuck back into the trees.
Oh,
right.
hell
Coward!
no. Oh, hell no. You're going to leave him too much.
Coward!
Fuck you. Fuck you. Well, I guess we're all going to die today. Today's a good
Well,
day
no,
to die.
I'm across the road,
I mean,
right?
I don't know about you guys. But I have an exit strategy for one person.
You're
Yeah.
firing from about 150 feet and into the darkness, so I think that's disadvantage.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about all of us dying. I'm safely in the woods checking on the well. Making sure no one's sneaking out of it.
Oh, I'm dead.
Wow.
That's a hit.
I'm dead. I am so dead. They're going to have to bury me twice.
Closed casket funeral.
Oh yeah, definitely closed casket. No, I didn't go.
Wow.
You're not even going to need a casket. It's going to be in a bag.
All I was really trying to do is get an arrow stuck into its side that has light cast on the end of it, so that everyone can see where it is. And then once the arrow is fired and I'm back into the darkness, then I run back into the tree.
Okay. Yeah, make a stealth check. This is, I mean, clearly you can't be that stealthy, but there's a lot of stuff in between you and him. So let's just see if you get a little lucky with this. Yeah, all right. Well, all right. Cool. All right, at this point, the rock is still ignoring all of you. It's noticed the weird light on its wing, though, and it's violently shaking its wing as it tries to continue to impress this lady.
All right. The marker's down, guys. Bringing the time on target.
Blaze the targets. Bring in the airstrike.
Right, 200 plus HP. Awesome.
If I had a ballista, I'd be down.
You did
Yeah.
have one.
Oh, you'll
Oh,
be
you
down
can-
all right.
So from the trees now, back in safety, can we still see the rock because of my light?
No, you can see a little bit of the light bleeding through, but that's it. So, yeah, under your attack, I think.
Okay.
If you were on yours. Clearly a hit. All right. So, at this point, you're starting to notice that this area you've been targeting, he's had a couple of feathers, like, actually fall off of his wing at this point. Just in this one little area you've been targeting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
Fine, you're safe. You're touching the home base tree.
Tactical grub incoming.
Oh, shit. The one that goes.
An A10 warthog. Oh wait.
I was about to say, it sounds like the.
All
I
right.
think of an big
It
enough
goes more like-
insurgency.
That's what it goes like.
Yeah, like
Alright,
that Sinjar sound.
So what's everybody doing? Anybody attacking this? Because at this point, the rock is made it up to like mounting distance of this other bird, and yeah, I think at about this time, he's going to attempt to mount the other bird, and the other bird is going to be it's going to prove impossible very quick.
Yeah. Do I have a chance to, because part of the spell is I can alter it as an action.
Mhm.
Can I have the bird, like, as soon as he touches it, just burst into silent gore? Like he just exploded his potential mate?
Okay, make
Right in front of
make an intimidation check, but use your spellcasting model.
Ooh, okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Spell casting ability check.
Okay, yeah, the bird's gonna tumble backwards over itself and land on its back.
Quick,
Ah.
get it before it gets up.
It smashes several shrubberies, and it's just sitting there flailing its talons in the air and flapping.
All right, we got it on the ropes, guys.
All right.
Torment, you could definitely make it into melee by now.
Okay, where is this bird? Is it laying down backwards, or what's it
It's
doing?
laying on its back, like about 30 feet away from you.
Is there anything around it?
It's in an open farm field.
No. Okay, fine. Well then I'm gonna run up. I'm already enraged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run up and stab it
All right.
with my spear.
Is my light helping him see?
Yes, he can see it.
Good. At least I did something
It is.
helpful.
I'm gonna say it's prone on its back, so you have an advantage as well.
Sweet.
It's also gigantic, so. Huh.
Wow.
Right. You go to take a swing at one of its wings as it makes a flapping motion, and you almost lose grip of your blade, and you kind of spin around 360, trying to keep your feet planted from the force.
Oof.
You got another attack, or no? I guess not.
No,
Oof, oof.
not yet.
We're
no.
not level 5 yet.
So how long
Yeah.
has this been going on, AGR?
Well, he could have, great weapon master or something.
What, you kids can't attack 3 times in one turn?
Not for very long, but at this point, like a couple minutes.
I haven't heard them screaming violently.
It
Yet.
doesn't sound like all of your friends are dying or dead yet. No.
And I have no idea what's going on, right?
Right.
So against my better judgment, I'm going to see if they're still alive.
Okay. So you run over to the bushes so you can take a peek.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have the opportunity to cast guidance on him before, or her
Sure.
before she leaves?
Sure. Okay, Agatha, you make it to the bushes. You see about 150 feet away from you. There's a fucking rock on its back, kicking around violently. Torment is right up near its horrible, violent-looking legs, and Revert is riding his rabbit and seems to have the situation well in hand.
What the fuck? Did they cripple it? Well, seeing that the rock is vulnerable and it being better dead than whatever the hell is doing, I think I'm going to take a longbow shot at it.
Okay.
Secret gnome commando tricks.
And I don't think I hit.
You do not. An arrow lands just sort of past Torment and like right under, just barely flies short and just buries itself in the grass right short of the rock.
And at that point, I do the whole Simpson thing where I like hide back in the shrubbery.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. So at this point, the bird is going to blindly, because it cannot currently see Torment since its own body is blocking its view. He's going to blindly make an attack at Torment.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
Does a 14 hit Torment? Oh, that's
Oh.
actually it now. Never mind.
Oh, thank God.
No, it doesn't hit me anyway.
Okay, so yeah,
It's-
the bird attempts to slash blindly at you with its talons, and it's sort of trying to flap and bring itself back up off its back at the same time. It can't see you at all, but it knows you're down there, so it tries to attack you with its feet. And it comes within a hair of you, but never touches. You are certainly not obligated to fight the rock.
You better not run away. You better get in this fight. If Torment dies in this fight, I will haunt you forever.
Okay.
That's probably better than fighting the rock. I know which one I would prefer. Okay, well, the rock's dead, so what are you doing? Let's say, Pete, what are you doing?
Wait, did you say the rock is dead?
No.
It's
I
down. It's
told you,
laid
said
down.
Okay. I was about to say, like, wait.
Secret gnome commando tricks.
What, you didn't know I was a sorcerer?
Yeah, the rock explodes.
Alright.
One of them does.
I'm gonna hit it 3 more times.
Okay. Keep hitting him.
I was in Nam. Back when I was in Nam.
I was in Vietnam.
Back when I was in Vietnam. The first Gnome Wars.
I believe you have advantage since it's
Oh,
prone.
yeah, here, let me do that
You
again.
do have advantage.
And it can't really see.
At about this time, the town watchmen are all running up into the bushes by Agatha.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
I think that's 3 hits. And a crit.
Yeah,
Yeah, here, let me. Alright, yeah, I'll just do it all.
do what you want.
That is, I think, 2 hits with a nat 1.
No, you had advantage. It's fine.
Yeah, I had advantage.
Oh,
Unless the 15 doesn't hit.
15 hits. Barely, but it hits.
18.
I think those all hit then.
They are all hit.
Wow.
Feels good.
One
Mhm.
being a natural 20.
That's the first attack too, which is what I presume to be the quarterstaff.
Yeah, hold on, I'm still doing the math here.
Old man Curtis doing work. He will no
Woman
longer
that
be
ass.
known as Old Man Curtis. He will
No,
be
he'll
known
still be Old
as
Man
Rock Slayer or Thought Slayer, something.
Nice.
The Thought Slayer.
Sure. Jesus, where the hell did you find that? I make a random ass joke about like gnomes in Vietnam, and you have a fucking image for it.
That is fucking solid damage, man.
Yeah. Well,
see these
just
scars?
like
I got
just like
neck
10
pain.
more of those. Just 10 more of those before
Yeah.
anybody dies.
I told you we could do this.
Unfortunately, I can only do that one more time.
Mm.
Maybe the
Well-
rest of the party would start carrying their weight.
Well, fuck that. CR3 versus CR11? No, no.
I don't know how far I had to move to get within melee of it, but I'd like to back up by.
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
I
you back out. You're okay. Okay, so at this point, the guards are going to make their attacks. They all run out of the bushes, and in unison, they duck
What?
down, pull their crossbows, and fire.
And I'm sure the guards are fine with a gnome using magic because he's a gnome, but if a human does
I'm
it,
not going to
that's-
give them disadvantage because
Can't see.
he can't see. Even though he's prone, he's he's bigger than the barn. Okay.
Does my light help now that they're out of the trees?
Yes, the light
Good.
helps.
Glad I'm doing something.
Feels good. Feels real good. One more, please. Close
That
enough.
one
Oh,
misses. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
one's a crit, so it's basically 3 out of 3. Do they use the heavy boys or the light boys?
Just hand crossbows.
Does your world have light crossbows? I noticed there wasn't any in the gear.
I mean, I can go and look and let you know,
We'll
but
worry about them later.
it's irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 16 deep, 16 damage.
So, how do you want to do this, AGR?
No, you got a while. You got a while. Okay.
I'll probably get one of those shirts eventually.
They all begin to reload. What's everybody else doing?
If I use Fighting Spirit, would I have advantage to hit? Considering the whole prone thing and it being huge boy,
Yes.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna Action Surge, Fighting Spirit, fire.
Okay.
I think seeing that there's how many guardsmen just went out with crossbows?
3.
Oh, just the ones that were with us. No new ones.
I'm gonna stick behind them a bit,
That was wrong.
but follow their advance.
Two 2d20. All right.
God damn it. What a waste of resources.
Wow. Wow. Ooh.
Well, that just happened.
Yep, it did.
That's it.
Okay. Oh boy, you know you have inspiration, right?
I'm not gonna fucking spend inspiration on no.
I'll give you mine if you spend it.
There you go.
Do you-
Spend everyone else's inspiration and
No.
actually hit something.
Are you sure you want me to? I feel bad about this, but I don't
have
feel
4
like
tens. I don't need inspiration. I get my own from a
The more opportunities you give this thing to attack, the more likely it's gonna one shot multiple party members. before
yeah. So let's. Oh, thank you, Sleuth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, seeing that the guards run out,
Great,
I
you
will
hit him.
run out with them.
Okay. All right.
That's it for me. Could I like bury my shield in the ground at this point?
And hide under it?
Your shield's not that big, but I mean, kind
Gotta
of.
be worth something. It's not much use to me trying to use a bow and arrow, but maybe it'll be some use there.
All right. So.
Shoot!
All right.
Shooter, where?
Nice.
That reminds me of the warlock I made.
I'm back.
All right.
Hey, the
Do you have a
fight's going
ranged
as
attack?
slowly as it was before.
No.
Okay. Well, you're useless.
I'm also in the woods, deep in the woods, watching a well.
Throw a
You
tree
will
at
be
it.
the only survivor.
Sleuth, you're
Bullshit. I
pretty
have an
cool.
exit strategy.
I
You
am
always
on
have an
medical
exit
standby
strategy,
for the
you
guards,
gnome.
because my only ranged weapon is magic, and that is a big no-no. For
All right.
Gnome.
The gnome did magic,
Torment?
and this is a rock. I don't think anyone's going to be asking questions.
Torment, I think it's your turn.
Dorman is going to hit it this time. Well, he's gonna hopefully.
I hope so.
Do it for the meme with advantage.
He is.
Do I still have advantage?
Yes.
Could I shoot it when I run out with the guard?
Yes. After torment.
I would like to go after that.
Huzzah.
Yeah, you hit him.
Huzzah!
I'm Akbar.
You are still raging.
Rage damage.
I think at this rate, there might be a party member or two left by the time you guys drop. All right.
I'm done.
Okay. Nice. You hit.
Oof.
Still technically damage.
At least you're not healing it.
I would like to mention its health value was not 1, but it did end in a 1. So if that makes you feel better, it's on a flat 0. So
Great. Okay.
It had 11 health.
that would be nice. All right. Pete,
211. Yeah, if it's still down, I'd like to attack it again.
please do. Oh, Emmy, you had advantage. You want to just crit fish real quick? Okay.
One less shitty roll.
Two hits.
All right.
You only need 2 Rs. The third R is for a DC.
I know, but I like the third R.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Hey, that's some good damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the last time I can do that.
Only, what, 15 more turns at this rate?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. At this point, what are you moving out of range again, Curtis? I
Yes.
assume you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do it again.
Unfortunately, Torment has not done so, correct?
Nope.
Okay. So the bird is he's gonna make his himself like an attempt to thrash at you one more time. Does that hit you?
How does he have advantage? But yeah,
You
that hits
blow
me.
You
That's
blow her.
disadvantage. He's trying to like not murder you, but you're probably about to rip right here, brother.
Yeah, dude, it's a CR11. He's gonna
All right.
murder shit out of you. Okay, and you reduce that because you're a Goliath, but yeah, you still take a fuck ton.
I
And
take
rage.
yeah, and rage. I have passed the so I'm take half damage from rage from the damage. I'm resistant to all damage while raging, and plus I nullify it again by 2 additional points for my Constitution modifier.
That's
So
real
you
good.
take 9. You take 9.
Yeah.
9.
9.
All right.
That would knock
You
my ass
are
out.
currently grappled by the rock.
Okay, good. All right.
From where I'm standing, can I smell what the rock is cooking?
Unfortunately, yes.
Damn.
You are very near the tail end of the rock.
If you smell.
All right. So, I think we'll let the guardsmen make an attempt.
I would like to. I'd like to replace one of their attacks with a 19. I'll go with the wounded one.
Okay.
That doesn't require any super obvious magic stuff, does it?
Literally, nobody is going to be paying attention to you, because none of them want to die.
Perfect.
Bigger threat.
I'll make sure they don't say shit after this.
All
'cause it's
eyes
a
are on the
fucking
gnome.
rock.
All right. So
One of them had to
we're
knock
gonna
it out.
pretend that Barbara was the second.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean pretend. Barbara's always shot second, right?
Gilbert, you're hot micing.
He muted himself. That's all.
All right. So he
Sorry,
takes 12.
I'm back again. What?
Nothing.
Shit's
You're-
about to go down real bad.
All right.
So, would I try to hit again at this point, or
By all means, do what you like.
Before I do that, how bad does a rock look?
He looks very grumpy at this point.
He does not look bloodied, correct?
He looks a little beat up. There's some feathers lying around.
Oh, shit.
But you haven't seen like any kind of copious amount of blood spill out of this fucker yet. No.
Oh shit, I forgot this was the campaign with the bloodied.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna run back in the woods anyway, but like, this gives me more.
You bastard! You better keep your ass in this fight.
You're 250 feet away from me. Shut up.
Coward.
I can't even see what's going on. I'm busy in deep woods watching a well for elves.
So I think Agatha's starting to wise up and be like, you know what? If I stick around here, I'm probably gonna die.
Again.
Again! Without a knight in shining armor to save me.
See, y'all are just gonna leave me there to die.
No, I'm not leaving. The goddamn gnome
Yeah, you
led the
do
fucking
see
charge.
Torment. You do see Torment is in this thing's claws, and your new drunkard friend is right up there, and the gnome is brave enough to fight.
Yeah, I know experience of death. I've had the taste of it. I'm not a big fan of it. Could I aim for the talon that is holding on to King in an attempt to ungrapple him?
Yeah, but literally any miss is going to hit him.
Do it for the vine.
So if I hit, will it take damage and let go, or how do you want to roll that? Is there going to be a save involved for it?
If you hit, it will take damage and have a save.
I don't like that. I think I'm just going to try to hit it and then.
Okay.
Do it for the vine.
Yeah, see, Old Man Curtis and Torment are dumb enough to go fight a 200-foot wingspan bird in the middle of a field, and Revert is smart enough to know how to get out of that situation by himself to take care of himself. The rest of us aren't smart enough to know how to get out with like weird gnome magic, and aren't dumb enough to go up to fight.
Revert is small enough that he's not worth the calories.
Does that make me the smartest? Because I'm watching for the elvish conspiracy that's totally behind this.
I'm going to hide AGR. I'm going to try to hide and break away back to the bushes I hit originally.
Stealth check.
This is obviously a false flag attack.
Uh-huh. Wilfred sees through the lies of the elves.
I think I'm stealthy. That's it for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I make an attack and then run back?
Yeah, you make an attack and run back. Did you make your attack? I don't.
Could I? Could I?
Yes, both of you can make your attacks. I knew you were gonna run, so just do it.
Yeah, with the dice
Both-
rolls I
you
have,
both-
I should not be fighting.
Your hands are shaky, both of you, and you fire, and you do not hit, and then you.
I take the shield and I fuck off.
Okay. Revert.
I continue my impression of a small ground-based AC-130.
Can I yell to the other guards? It's not worth it.
Damage, please.
I'm going to use inspiration on that.
Okay. You hit him.
Great.
All right. All right. So this shot, the bird raises its head up and it's flapping and it's trying to get itself, like righted and off his own back. And he raises his head up just as a ray of frost smacks right into his fucking face. And yeah, you all hear like a shrieking, just an angry, shrill noise come out of this bird, and there's you think he may have lost an eye. It's hard to tell.
Hell yeah!
Perception checks.
All right. Yeah. Torment, I'm gonna let you and your drunkard friend take your turns before the rock's gonna get to go again.
Well, before he goes, I would like to try and save my new drinking buddy from getting murdered by a giant. I don't know exactly how you want to do this mechanically, but I'd like to try and free him from the bird's grasps.
I mean, that's probably real simple, and you're not gonna like it because it's an opposed strength check.
Okay. Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna punch its.
Shove your
Okay.
stick up its cloaca.
Can I do that?
I'm sorry,
You
what?
can certainly try.
Alright, we're good.
It might be the safest place to be.
I'm going for it.
Does it count as stunning strikes?
No, I don't have that yet. That's level 5. Do I still have advantage?
Does it situationally count as stunning strikes?
It situationally counts as gonna piss this bird off, is what it counts as.
Perfect.
It clenches its butt. There is no save.
Yeah.
All right, you hit.
Thing up its ass.
Yes.
Ooh, right in the cloaca.
All right.
Sick. And then I'd like to move back away.
All right.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Can I see the other eye?
No.
Okay. Damn.
You wouldn't be able to reach it from inside its talons anyway. That is a hit, though. Nice.
Nice.
I can't tell if this bird is taking enough of a beating to know never to come back to this city, or taking enough of a beating to come back to this city with revenge.
It's missing an eye.
This
Don't
bird
know
is going to
that.
come back to the city and burn it to the ground.
Okay, folks. Well, this is where things get ugly because it's the bird's turn. And he's going to pick himself up off the ground, putting his weight on top of Torment, who luckily is very, very strong and is not crushed to death. He does have the wind knocked out of him a bit. And then the bird is going to make a great flap of his wings, and he's going to start to lift off.
Can I stab him again?
You may.
Oh, could it count as a disarming attack?
It's either going to do damage or it's going to be an attempt to get loose. You can do one or the other. You can try to get loose before he's 500 feet in the air, or you can try to actually
Try to get loose. I'm gonna try to get loose. So is that a
Okay.
strength
Good,
save?
good answer.
Are you
Good
are
answer.
you trying
have
to
advantage.
Are you trying to get loose by using your weapon
Yes.
to cut at him, or trying to leverage yourself out?
Leverage myself out.
Okay, strength athletics, or you can make an acrobatics check if you like.
AGR, when it's starting to lift off, can I use silent image to make an image of like dragon-like bird of prey coming down, talons extended towards it, to try to give him advantage by startling the rock with the sudden appearance of a predator?
I do believe he has advantage regardless because
Then to impose
he does have
disadvantage on
advantage.
the opposed check?
that would
This
be
is
lovely.
not an opposed check. This is an escape DC.
Ah.
If it was an
Would it
opposed
lower
check,
it?
and if I could see
I would use silent image that way regardless, just to give him as much help as I could.
Would you let it work as a bane to lower the DC by D4? Because he's probably gonna die.
Brother, I am pinned here.
I have
Okay.
advantage on saves, strength saves, and advantage on deck saves.
And
Does-
strength checks.
Does that beat the
Regardless,
You're in
DC?
range.
it matches the DC, so I think I'm gonna let him loose in this instance.
Oh, spooky as fuck. And then proceeds to.
Oh, I'm sorry, it should be a D6. You take 2 fall damage. Plop.
I think he's
And
dead. Yep,
yeah.
he's dead.
And you're raging, so you have
Okay, yeah,
then you
and then
reduce
I
that
did
to-
that by 2. So do I make a hit point?
so you're fine.
Nope, he's dead. He's
He
dead.
came back a hit point.
No chance for resurrection. We should just leave him.
Yeah. And the rock begins to fly upward. Although it does seem to be keeping a wide berth from whatever the fuck is up.
All right. I mean, Silent Image only has a 60-foot range, so I can't really I can't really chase the rock off with it. At best, it'll be able to provide close air support.
All right.
I'm gonna roll on my feet. Gotta
Okay.
get vertical.
Okay.
So if there's a Silent Image with this giant like bird of prey, claws extended, coming down right above you.
Fuck it, I scream out and brace myself for the bird coming down. I don't shake one off. Fuck it, I'm like, ah!
The guards all take random shots, and the last one managed to hit your silent image.
It bursts like a firework.
Everyone is confused.
I'm sure.
Hey, fireworks!
What the hell was in that bear?
I think I would be able to put two and two together to
Yes.
dispel,
yes.
but
All of you are probably able to figure it out, except maybe the drunk.
I'm going to act like I was distracted and didn't notice.
I can't remember the last time I was this drunk.
Guys, you managed to bloody a CR 11 creature.
Wow.
I told you we could have taken it, but only 4 of us decided to actually engage with the damn thing.
And
But
really,
when you
who
see a
even
big ass
took,
number,
who even really took any damage? Really?
In my defense, I did have to go for a while, and I had 3 HP and no ranged ability. In an
It
open
couldn't. I
field
could have stood there and
as a
fought.
road.
It barely hurt me.
it has 2 attacks. AGR played this off very mercifully. This isn't just we could have taken this. AGR did the kitty gloves with us. Make no mistake.
I don't
We
know the
could've-
conditions you were fighting in. It could have been worse, but it definitely also could have gone better for you. Had you not gotten loose at that particular moment, it did have a reaction attack. It was definitely going to eviscerate you.
You made it at the DC.
Defenders usually win.
I don't.
But it happened. It happened. So I'm not even gonna. Praise the
Who
DM.
mentioned the Bane? The Bane?
Me.
That was you?
Yeah.
That's the only reason Torment got out.
Desperately
I mean,
thinking of some bullshit.
you may have been able to collect some of Torment from the rock nest eventually.
One day.
When we're like level
Here.
7 or some shit, and we encounter it again with a bloody eye. Oh, the
It's all
scab
one
left in the
eye.
eye. Yep.
So we'll know exactly which rock if we ever come across it again.
Is there an eyeball on the floor?
No.
Tail.
Is there
No, it
bits of an eyeball?
It didn't pop the eye out. It just hurt.
I
the eye.
gave it like a black eye with a beam of frost.
Yeah. Wow, we didn't die.
Man, that's so good.
We should head inside somewhere safe. Fuck
I'd
this
like to
feeling.
give Torment one of those like manly handshakes where
At
you
about this
slap your hand.
time,
It's a good thing I can lift
several other guards,
840
went out the door.
pounds, you know?
and they're armed with like pikes, and they run out there and they say, well, "Okay, where's the beast?"
It fucked off.
I pat
Oh,
Torment on the
they-
and
shoulder.
fucked off.
they all
Good
go,
job on running it off,
"Yay!"
Torment.
Yeah, it's thanks to those fellas over there. And then I point to the general direction of the guardsmen and the
Six.
gnome and the Goliath and the drunkard.
Torment takes 3 steps forward, stabs his spear into the ground. It was afraid. Ugh.
It attacked him and he lived. He lived.
So the 3 town
Got the scratch going down his chest.
the 3 town watch members with their crossbows hold them over their head and cheer for Torment, and so do the 6 new guards with pikes, and yeah, they're all very excited.
I'm just
I
off to
will-
the side, rubbing my temples, wondering how the fuck we got into this situation.
I'm
I will
wondering how the
obviously
fuck we
run out
didn't
of
die.
the trees to
I
the
give you
guard.
this-
Torment is the savior of the city, the town hero.
I get this stupefied.
From the other side of the woods, does it sound like cheers of victory or screams of death and destruction?
Oh, there's
Make an
gotta be
insight check.
victory.
Oh, we're
Oh,
definitely.
Wilfred's good at those.
Can I see him to make it a 6?
You know,
I make it a 6.
Oh, there's no roll with Wilfred.
He makes it a 6.
that's
So
a
what's your-
5.
Oh.
You're pretty sure your friends are all dead. You're pretty sure most of them were eviscerated, and the other ones are screaming in agony, and the guards are scooping up the remains.
Wilfred's gonna feel real bad, but he's gonna keep watching that well for the elvish incursion.
If anybody remembers C-3PO and how very distraught he was
Oh yeah,
about the garbage mash. Yeah.
that's pretty much what we're doing here.
Did Wilfred ever tell any of us where he was going?
Yeah, I tapped you on the shoulder and said, "I'm running to check on the well."
Okay. I'm going to tap Agatha and be like, I'm gonna go check on Wilfred at the well, and then I'm gonna run.
Yeah. I'm still doing occasional sound checks in the air for that fucking rock because I don't really believe it'll just like fuck right off. It might still be nearby, and I'm paranoid as fuck.
Okay, make a perception check.
Crap.
The you hear a quiet rustling, and you look to the north, and you realize that you're pretty sure the rock went back over to that barn, and it is currently eating the carcass of a cow over,
Oh fuck.
because it still has light on its wings, so you can kind of see a little bit of like eviscerated cow, and it's.
So we need to move and set up for second charge, right?
I'm gonna go to Revert, the bravest soul of us all that went first. It's in the barn. It's fucking eating a cow.
It's
And I'm
in
like-
the barn?
Yes. It didn't fuck off.
Burn the fucking barn down around it then.
Yep.
Do you have those Molotov cocktails? This would be a great time.
It's behind the barn.
Oh, it's behind the barn.
But
Might be hard.
do
to
I know that, and what did he actually tell me?
Well, what AGR said was that it was in the barn. I'm like, it's in the barn. Whether or not I misinterpreted that with the nat 20, that's up to him.
No, I think you're fine. What I would tell you is that, I mean, he demolished most of the barn, so he's behind where the barn was, kind of in the wreckage and eating a cow.
Yeah, I basically described that. But Molotov cocktails would not be a bad idea at this point.
Had those in the first place?
At this point, I'm like whispering, like, basically like talking while everyone's like, hooray, hurrah! Each individual party member repeating the same thing.
You might want to tell the
The
other
beast
guards.
is still alive! To arms! And I charge off.
Everybody gets real quiet.
Yeah.
Torment grabs his spear and charge off.
I'm going to fuck,
I
I
need
guess.
another drink.
All the guards kind of look at each other, and they like hesitate for a moment before they give like a half-hearted jog.
Rage, you soldiers! Charge!
I'd like to catch up with, what was her name? Bertha, I think.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Barbara, yeah.
Say, you might want to sit this one out. I can take your crossbow.
So you can pry it from my cold dead fingers.
I'd rather not, but
Me too. Keep moving.
That brave soul.
You say that, she's still got vomit on her shirt.
Keep moving, rookie.
Old Man Curtis is kind of out of juice, and I'm also kind of out of juice, so I'm gonna bid you guys adieu.
Fair enough.
See ya.
So yeah.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
joining.
Later.
Yeah, thanks for the damage.
Idle's not even a recruit. She's a 15-year-old girl.
I have a spare short bow if you're looking for a ranged weapon, Idle.
That would be.
I mean, I didn't wait. I charged. So when I get
Yeah.
within 60 feet,
You
You're
get
also
within
s-
60 feet. They're like 100 feet behind you at this point.
okay.
I give you the spare short bow and 10 arrows. Good
Should I
luck.
just roll to attack?
Yes.
Oof.
Okay.
No allies in range.
Roll damage. You hit the cow and put it out of its misery.
Good job. What cover do we have, AGR?
The bird notices this.
Does it
It
seem
is,
upset?
it is I mean, it immediately takes off carrying the corpse of the cow.
So
Okay.
it's not fighting, it's fucking off.
It flies east and begins to turn southeast before it becomes kind of hard to see in the dark.
Could I get a shot at it before it gets out of reach?
At this point, you'd be about 160 feet away from it.
Okay.
It does have some light on it, so if you can make a shot at 160 feet, go.
Can I move 10 feet closer? Because 150 is right at that threshold. Oof. I'm going to fire anyway.
Shot at disadvantage, I believe.
I would also like to take a shot.
All right.
That is correct. Oof. It does not reach the ground.
No.
I don't miss the ground.
You hit the rock, barely. And Agatha, roll your damage, please.
1 damage. A dex of
Okay.
9, thank you very much, and a strength of 8.
Oh, please don't make me do some bullshit with this. I
That's-
fucking rolled that wrong.
That is not.
God damn it.
24 damage.
Rubber explodes. Okay, so try that again. All right,
God
Rever, do
damn.
you want to tank this, or do you want to try to dive out of the way and let the rabbit tank it?
I have mirror image.
Wasn't it?
Oh, great! You know what? It hits Revert, and you're sure you've killed him.
Yeah. You hit a revert. It goes down and stops moving.
I rush to aid and panic and fear and bewilderment.
Revert's already way the fuck down there with 2 other reverts, and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's 3 reverts.
I pretend to act like I didn't do that.
All right. So yeah, those of you running near the guards, okay. 2 of the guards dive out of the way, and the 4 in the middle of the pack get hit by a cow, which drops from the air. About half a cow, actually.
Are they alive?
They die.
Yeah.
Um, how? There were two of them.
There were the four in the middle of the pack, the four of the pike wielding guards that just arrived. The other two begin to run slower, then stop, then look backwards, and then they drop their pikes and they run back towards the.
Okay, I am going to gentle repose. I can
Okay.
cast it as an action twice, and then I can get the other two with the ritual.
Okay. So you gentle repose the corpses of the guards.
Oh, they straight up died.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
There is
Oh,
Everybody
fuck.
die?
21 damage.
they're not bleeding out. They just die.
They
Oh.
were literally crushed by a falling cow.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know what to really say.
Even half a cow is at least
But,
800 pounds, probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just the bludgeoning. I mean, they don't look good at all.
Yeah, I don't think healing word is gonna help with that.
Are
That's
their bodies still in one piece?
It's hard to tell because they were wearing armor. There appear to be bits leaking out, and the armor's pretty crushed.
fuck. Can I do another sound check to see where the rock has fucked off to?
Yes, you may.
Alright, so I'm probably going to be busy for the rest of this encounter with the rituals.
You no longer see the rock.
Do I hear the rock? I'm trying to sound check it.
No.
Was I able to keep pace at all with the rock?
If you continue to attempt to do so, I mean, you would have probably been able to, like, kind of turn a bit and sort of run vaguely in the right direction. You were a little off, but you're so fast that you were kind of close to where the rock was when you saw the cow crush those people. It looks like you were like 20 degrees off from his correct trajectory at the time.
Okay. Am I close enough to get a shot with Ray of Frost, 60-foot range?
You'd have to make a perception check to see if you can spot him up there. Actually, no. He's got light on him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's way the fuck up there. He's like at least 100 feet up.
Okay, then he's out of my range. Nothing I can do. Does it look like he's flying away from the city?
He looks like he's flying across, but like west, sort of in the direction of the castle, but too far south.
Okay, like he's following the river type thing?
Yeah, like
Okay.
he's following the river.
All right. Well, nothing I can really do at this point. I mean, at this point, the mirror image is probably actually just about run out, and I'm gonna turn back and meet back up with the party.
Someone help me with this cow thing. I tried to move the cow out away.
So the watchmen that didn't run, the ones you know, all attempt to help you. And between the four of you, you make some progress. Torment, you see these four people struggling to move this cow carcass.
Can I use mold earth to create like a ditch, like an actual angled piece of ditch earth behind them, so that the cow can sort of be rolled off of them?
What are they trying to do? Roll it off people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and help then. Yeah.
Between the five of you, it's basically child's play. And yeah, Robert, you can add a little bit of dirt under like one side of them to make it slightly easier, but it doesn't look like they have too much trouble once they have an actual goal.
Death by cow.
Okay.
That's gotta suck.
The act of rolling the cow off of them, though, it basically means you like that. It's like smushing a tube of toothpaste as you
Big oof.
I am going to cringe when I see that.
God damn it.
Well, they won't be in Red Hill 3.
Well, they're dead.
This
I
is
wonder
Red
why
Hill
they.
3.
I wonder why they didn't move.
Oh my god. I shoot him. I shoot him.
Torment,
No.
Torment, did you use your DM inspiration?
No.
Okay, pick someone who doesn't have DM inspiration because you've earned DM inspiration for something.
For cringe.
I gave mine back.
I give it to Sleuth then.
Oh.
Wait, what had just happened?
He made a very bad pun.
What did he say?
He asked why the cows or the guards that got crushed by the cow didn't just move.
Oh my god.
That's something Nala would say.
Yeah.
And Nala's a little bit of a
And
sociopath.
By the way, Torment is having trouble breathing. He is laughing so hard.
Yeah, the town watch are just staring at him like, what is wrong with
He must be having a fever. He drank a lot. Just fuck this.
Well,
But
that could have gone worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have all died horribly.
So we
Just
need to
stare
give
at
all
the
those.
bodies.
We need to give all those soldiers awards. That they need to get medals for their bravery.
A fucking rock. What the fuck? And the blister just fucked right up.
So
However, now you could use the
having
medal as a
lived-
cap and put them in like a tube.
having lived in Sarkney your whole life, you'd know there's like one story you've heard about a rock when you were really little coming through town. But it fucked off pretty quick. I mean, there's a reason they got ballista everywhere. So you've definitely never experienced this firsthand, but you would be aware that they inhabit the mountains not that far away.
I will definitely be bitching to whoever is appropriate for the ballista fucking up almost immediately. I'm going to assume it was poorly maintained.
Yeah, and I would say that your guards need to be taught discipline, but you couldn't teach them because you have none either. You ran too.
Ooh.
How can you run?
Because I'm a reasonable person. I'm not supposed to go one-on-one with a rock. Don't get
It
this
wasn't
wrong.
one-on-one. It wasn't one-on-one till you left me.
This was a fluke. It's a miracle all of us, well, most of us, are still alive.
Some of
We
us.
should have all died. We should have. Don't get this wrong. We got fucking lucky.
That's quitter talk. You're never going to amount to anything with talk like that.
The next time you might be nothing with thought like that.
It's a hell of a way to die. With honor and the glory of battle. Ah!
I personally
all of the
not
guards when they
die.
hear Torment scream, they all like duck and cover their.
I prefer not dying. Not dying is nice.
Cowards.
Yeah.
Torment sees all of them duck and cover and just looks at them. And then looks back at Abatha. Pitiful.
Have you ever
Sick.
tasted death?
And walks
And
off.
I show the wound. Yeah.
Walks. All right.
You realize I am still bleeding. I have a gash going across my chest where this thing cut me, right?
I don't care.
Agatha did die.
It didn't do that much to me, but, it's there.
Agatha probably has a scar through both sides, right? Because that thing if I remember, it went like right through her chest and like probably severed her flipping spine.
Torment, once I'm done with these rituals, I'll tend to your wound
Why?
so it doesn't get infected.
So I'm guessing we can't count this day as a downtime
It makes
day?
you feel better, sure, whatever.
Well,
No, this is not a day of downtime.
Torment, would you rather die charging the enemy in a war or getting sick because you got dirt in an open wound.
Huh?
It's too stupid to
Dirt.
understand.
If you
Dirt.
get-
I thought
if you-
that's how you close. Well, just sprinkle a little dirt on top of it.
that's an expression. It's not actually how you treat wounds.
You've never
So
been to a Goliath village, then, have you?
no, I just started leaving the village. Like I've lived in a village pretty much my entire life.
That's an ancient healing trick.
It doesn't. Oh boy.
Wasting your breath, let him go.
I would hate to have a conversation with one of your healers. Do you even have healers?
Well, yes. We have the village healer. Yes. He keeps a jar of leeches.
Oh boy. I am going to have a long conversation with them.
That would be modern science these days.
It's a Goliath healer somewhere in a tent. He's saying, "Me hit you with rock. You live, you get better."
How long does it take to run to Wilfred?
To run to him, not very long. You can
I'd
get
like
over
to
there in a
check
minute.
I'd like to be checking on that well. Does it look like it's been disturbed at all?
The well looks
Other-
identical to the way it looked before, and it doesn't move the whole time you're watching the well. It's just covered in dirt.
Little did you know, it wasn't the well, it was actually the gate entrance.
If you walk through the north gate, you end up in Alpine. Oh shit!
I suppose it means we've colonized it.
Yeah. Once the 2 rituals are done, I'm just going to clean up and patch up Torment's injuries.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know that this is falling on deaf ears on the matter, but try to be careful, okay? It'll make my job a lot easier. I don't know why I expected anything different. Go get him, Tiger.
I can handle that. Where's my gnome?
I'm there. I'm on my rabbit. I'm unharmed. There's just one of me though this time.
So, Barbara runs back some souls, and they come and collect those bodies and strip enough of the armor. Like a lot of it's just completely impossible to remove. It's been smushed, but they remove what they can so they can carry these guys. and
Well,
they
you know, some of you just drop it in the stream and you can rinse the chunks off.
None of this is ever going to fit another human being. It all looks just completely fucked.
It has to be remelted.
I'll go and help them with that.
Yeah.
And whatever they're going to be doing, probably filing a report or some shit, I'll be there too.
Yeah. Well, they take the corpses down to the church, and Agatha, you're probably there as they like try to haggle with the clergy to try to get at least somebody brought back, and nobody's got any money for that, and it doesn't look like it's gonna go well.
I'm going to stick with Agatha until somebody tells me to fuck off for being a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah. Nobody tells you to fuck off. As long as you're helping with the hauling the bodies.
Yeah.
Could I see if I have enough to make a wealth check for Revivify?
Yeah, you can try. I think I have the wealth check.
I'll have to nat
down
20.
Spells.
I'll have
Is
to
there
nat
anything-
20.
Can I pitch in,
Alright.
or am I too
That's
poor
for
that?
one. That's for one of them.
That's for technically 2 of them. It falls along the same lines.
All right, I'm done, y'all.
All right.
Have
I
a good
think
one.
you're
Have a good
right.
night.
See you
It's a
later.
good time to call it.
Have a night.
All right.
Nope.
If only you hadn't treated everyone to beers today.
Was I able to pitch in to help with that?
You can make your own roll if you'd like. I don't know that you can even succeed on it.
It's at a -5 too.
Yeah, unless you're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come up with some pocket lint, a paper clip.
Well, we have been busy, huh? Fuck.
It's been a day.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a day.
Is this why people become alcoholics?
I don't know. I guess so. This doesn't happen every day, though. This must have been at least a decade ago, more than a decade ago, since the last rock attack.
Why did the ballista break?
Apparently, it was poorly maintained. I don't know which fuck was it that was supposed to maintain, but it snapped right off after the second shot. And it got Barbara pretty good.
Well, should I go take a look? I might be able to figure out what went wrong exactly.
You've done more than you've needed to. Thank you for actually sticking with us this far. If you think you can do anything about it, by all means.
I don't know how to build siege weapons, but I'm usually pretty good at finding out.
Craft and Paul are down there, and they'll say, "Oh, you want to take a look at it?" I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do about it, but we'll take you back up there.
I can't really fix it, but I might be able to save somebody else time figuring out what happened.
You got nothing better to do.
I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, so walk with you up to the north gate, and one of them will go and collect the piece that fell out right outside, and they'll both run up with you up to the roof.
I think it's at this point Agatha's thinking, maybe the adventuring life is not for me.
So I'm just gonna take a while and look around to see if I can figure out why it broke.
All right, make an investigation check.
My modifier is not bad, but that roll is.
Oof.
All right. Yeah, it's. I mean, the thing. Honestly, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's in terrible shape. Um, it doesn't look like rain worn or anything. They've got um, like a wooden covering that they put over it. They pulled it down when they were using it, but it doesn't look like it's water damaged or anything obvious to you.
So what did break? The string snapped or the arm?
The right arm broke in half, it looks like, and the string snapped back, and that like arm and the string whipped around and hit several people. And then it finished its arc, and the the arm snapped off and flew off the front. Um, yeah, and that whole force whipped it off of its moorings a little bit. So the base has like a pretty nasty crack in it now too, at the bottom.
And do the brakes look rough, like they happened from a lot of force going the wrong way, or were they smooth, like they were cut?
So the break on the bottom, like the stand for it, what it pivots on, it looks rough. Like you heard it crack and you watched it snap very roughly and splinter when the thing whipped around. The force of it breaking apart snapped that piece. But the actual arm, now that you look at it, it looks like about like it looks like it's really rough through most of it, but it's smooth for about an inch at the top and the bottom.
I'd like, are the guards there with me?
2 of them.
I'd like to wave them over and point that out. Is this normal on a ballista?
They're gonna both look at it, and then they're gonna look over at the other arm, which is still standing, and say, "Doesn't look like that one."
Can I see the arm for a second?
They don't care.
If I just put the arm on, does it sort of fit?
Sort of.
Is there, does it look like this was cut into and that weakened it, or it's just a really weird break? Or something else like that?
I mean, you got a 7, so I'm gonna say you don't know for sure, but I think like you got enough pieces on your
Well, if they do have a formal investigation, could you put it, or have somebody put it on record that this just looks weird, and let whoever is coming out to look at it know?
If you wanted to investigate it, I think we ought to bring it to the bailiff.
Would probably be a good idea.
All right. So that's what you do. You go and I'm not gonna make you sit through the whole thing, but you go and you take the thing to the bailiff, and you have like a really boring conversation about it for about 45 minutes.
All
And
right.
he does in fact seem interested and agrees to look into it.
If somebody's sabotaging the siege weaponry, that could get really bad really quick.
All right. So yeah, that's most of your night. I think it's probably midnight by now. What's everybody doing?
Wilfred, how's the well?
Unchanged.
Well.
Do you just stay there until midnight, or do you like leave eventually?
I leave eventually.
I was just gonna check in with Wilfred, make sure he's okay. He wasn't
This
kidnapped by elves.
This happens before midnight then. Okay. Yeah. So where do you guys meet up somewhere? Do you guys fuck off? Somebody want to walk all the way back to skiing?
Probably just
Nope,
crash at
not
the elf
tonight.
house.
The clubhouse.
Yeah. The cult, I'm sorry, I mean club.
All right.
Is Pete's character with us?
Presumably.
Okay. I am going to sleep as far away as possible from him.
I don't know. He's a vagrant. He might have wandered off and just like gone to sleep in a ditch.
Okay, well, if that happened, then I will not have to do that.
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna say
coming
he fell
home.
asleep in a ditch outside nearby.
That's
Fell
fine.
asleep in the ditch near the shrubbery 20 feet from where he fought the rock.
Yeah.
No, I mean nearby where the cult hideout is.
I'd like to, after meeting with the bailiff, try to find Agatha and just
Yeah.
see if I can bunk down with her.
So you go to Agatha's house. Presumably Agatha is at Agatha's house.
Yeah. Agatha's just sitting there with a blank face and a stool.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it's midnight. Your dad hears you come in. He wakes up. He looks at you, and he opens up a cabinet, and or he has like a chest, and he's got like a single bottle in it, and
Alcohol?
he gets a couple of cups, and he sits them both down, and he just very quietly sits, and he pours 2 drinks.
Oh god. I'm just gonna quietly drink that. I'm not sure if like Idol is out or whatever.
On my way to Agatha's house, I would like to wipe the blood that's probably on my hands from helping with the dead people. But I'm a little bit too distracted to actually press the digitate it away and clean myself up.
Okay, so you got like smeared blood all over you. You've managed to like thin it out so that there's just like a thin pink kind of color over like your whole hand and upper arm or lower arm, like your whole wrist, like halfway up to your elbow. Just got like a smeary kind of pink color. It's hard to see in the dark. It looks kind of okay. All right, so yeah, Agatha, you finish this drink with your father. He picks up both the glasses in one hand, and he corks the bottle, and he puts it away. And he gives you like a real half-hearted smile. And he says, "You should get some sleep." And then he walks out of the room.
Yep. I think Agatha's still there just thinking with this empty cup in her hand.
Yeah.
Playing with it or whatever.
About 5 minutes later, I think Idle probably comes to the door. I imagine you just sort of lost in thought, but if you were listening, you'd probably hear her come up on the steps before she even knocks.
I wasn't paying attention. So I hear the knock, I presume.
Yeah. Assuming Idle knocks.
I'll go ahead and open the door. Hey.
I'd ask if you're okay, but I'm pretty sure we both know the answer to that.
Yeah. I'm just glad well the group is safe. But that was something.
That was a thing, yeah.
Maybe I'm in the wrong trade. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about this. About us always being in dangerous situations.
Well, it's not the first time I've seen somebody die, but it is a lot worse than usual.
Yeah, that could have been us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I ever told you, but I do appreciate you. Thanks for checking in on me.
Yeah, well, you're my friend. That's what friends are for, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Is it bad in the back that in the back of my mind I hear phantom keyboards just clacking away at fan fiction?
No,
Already.
to be honest, I could hear it too.
Oh, now you're making it weird.
I
I'm the
know.
one typing it.
It's just like, oh god, this is just gonna. If this was like a watched show or something.
Ship that shit. Ship it. Ship it all day long.
No, they're just friends. Leave them be.
Yeah, but now we can start, shipping wars, and people
God
can
damn
like kill each other over it.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Okay. Yeah, moving on.
Shouldn't have said anything.
True.
You'll learn.
It was meme worthy. So at least it's something.
Okay, so
Fuck shipping.
Idle, you have your heartfelt conversation with your friend, your dear, dear platonic friend, and then what
Who
do you
there's definitely no deeper connection going on with.
Agatha's got a poker face. Like, you, she's probably gonna cry. She's not there yet. There will be screaming and wailing. It's gonna be a hard, slow press of a break. Yes, I'm doing that intentionally. I know you can't tell
Sorry.
me smiling, but yes, I am smiling.
Gilbert,
sucks
just before I go to bed, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
All right.
Hey, Idol,
Yeah,
why don't you keep that short bow and the arrows too?
I think I would get arrested if I keep walking around with it in the city.
I don't have a spare holster. Let me see if I'll get you one.
Emmy walks around with a short bow with her everywhere.
Yeah, but she would
Emmy's,
have to do it on hand.
Agatha's part of the guard, Emmy's part of the church. Idol is some 15-year-old kid from the fucking village.
I mean, I don't. AGR can
Torment
say.
walks around with a spear. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it should be okay.
So, you know, walking around with a weapon in town, it might get you stopped. Probably nothing gonna be taken from you, given that you are walking with like you don't have any official capacity in this town, but you are, you're chummy with a member of the guard, and you've been seen interacting and like going in and out of Sir Wolfland's house, and nobody's very likely to do anything.
All right.
Well, it's your call. If you want to leave it here, that's fine.
I'll think about it.
All right. Well, I'll have it here if you change your mind. Well, on my person, more than likely, actually.
Speaking of here, though, I don't know how to ask without sounding weird and lazy, but I'm not sure how I feel about the others right now, and I'd rather not go out to the village in the middle of the night. Could I stay here?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think I'll get much shit anyway. Go ahead and go on my bed.
I'll sleep on the floor. It's what I usually do.
There
No,
are there's like, so most of these houses, they have long benches um, at like the dining tables. It's pretty typical. Some houses, they don't even have beds for everyone. It's pretty typical to have like a couple of extra pillows and things, and just have somebody set up on a bench.
That'll work.
all right.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
I'll just start setting up a sort of bed wherever there's room.
All right.
I'll eventually probably head on to bed after like 15 more minutes of sitting there.
All right. Yeah, you just kind of stare, kind of blankly at the
bottle.
far wall. Yeah, between the bottle and you occasionally look up and just kind of stare, kind of half at the wall, half at the ceiling, back at the bottle, and then about the same time that Idle finishes making up a spot down there, you kind of just wordlessly walk out of the room.
Yeah, basically.
All right. So yeah, the night goes. Yeah, Agatha, you have like a pretty quiet night. You were expecting to have nightmares, but you don't really dream at all. That being said, you probably only slept for about 45 minutes.
I would not be surprised, to be honest. That was something.
I don't think
Alright.
Idle's going to be sleeping too well after that either.
So morning comes. You again hear the sounds of horns.
I ignore all that and I'm looking for my father, my parents, and
Oh.
Idle.
Yeah, your father is still in bed, and as is your mother. And they're just kind of they've rolled over and covered their heads with pillows. They don't feel like dealing with that.
Idle?
Cleaning up.
Idle?
Yeah, I think Idle's probably putting away the things she used to make her space down there.
So I'm not fucking going out there to check it out. Fuck that.
Fair enough.
Revert goes.
Yeah, Emmy will go outside to look.
All right.
Check it out too.
Yeah. Well, you see that there are some people in the street. The overall sound of these horns does not sound like an alarm. After the first few moments, you start to realize that it is more like a heralding of something. There's kind of a tune to it. And it's not coming from the gates. It seems to be coming from the middle of town.
Uh-oh.
Well, I go and see what's up.
The Dukes are here.
Agatha, I think that's us.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'll just pretend we didn't hear it.
I want to so bad, but
I
It's
won't
not
say
like a
anything.
knight swore you to
I won't say anything if you don't.
I'm not gonna say anything. So yeah.
Just hope this doesn't bite us in the ass later.
Okay, so those two.
Fuck. No, fuck. Yeah, you're right. I better go. Agatha will grab her shit, not in guard attire, and try to stay in the sidelines where possible. But go in the general direction of where the noise is heading.
Okay.
Was that a long rest?
Probably not.
Not for Agatha. I don't know. How disturbed were you?
It's not the first time Idle's seen death, working at probably the only
All right. Well,
medic
you're
in the
15
apothecary.
though, so you've
Yeah,
probably
she is 15
seen
and it was
4
pretty
people
gruesome.
smashed to death in the same instant. It was. Why don't you make a con save? We'll call it a DC 12. You pass it, sure. You slept enough to rest. You did not pass it.
So I don't get my portents back.
You slept on a bench, and you probably only fell asleep like about the time the sun was starting to come up, and then the roosters started going.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you guys make your way towards the middle of town, and you all kind of meet up as you get near the like the back end of the cathedral and Cathedral Square. And north up the road, sort of towards you, you see there is a whole convoy, um, sort of marching up the road.
I would just like to say, Idol's night sounds just like a typical night for me. Um, and I would like to Blessing of the Trickster Rever
All
as
right.
we're walking.
Okay.
All right.
Because
Okay.
Revert slept fine. Like, adventuring's dangerous business. Sometimes people are going to die.
So, yeah, near the front of the procession, donned in full battle regalia, is a man who appears somewhat intimidating. Um, this would be the man you assume is the Duke. He's in very, very ornate full plate, and behind him ride two young men in similar armor, but not quite as fanciful. Um, and their heraldry is very similar to his. Behind these two younger boys, there are two ranks of men at arms riding on horseback. There's 8 of them, four, like a row of 4 and another row of 4. They take up most of the road. Behind that, there is a coach, and this coach has is basically a bare wagon with the top pulled off of it, and a very large ballista sitting inside. It is currently unmanned. And in the very back of the procession is another coach. This one with, and when I say coach, you should imagine more like like an Oregon Trail type covered wagon, because they don't really have stage coaches in this period. But what they do have is a covered wagon, except it is the covering is this very elaborate, ornate, fine fabric. And yeah, it's this really fine blue color with specks of gold. As the procession moves past you, you get a little bit of a look into the coach in the back, and there are, let's see, I believe there are 2 women sitting in there who are in like noble finery, as well as a few other servants, it appears. And then behind this wagon, on foot, about a dozen courtiers, just sort of retainers, follow behind in nice but not incredible and clearly a little road worn attire.
Is there any sign, even not in the procession, just in the general area, any sign of the 2 knights?
Yep, Sir Jacob and Sir Wolflin.
Well, you did not see them in the procession. So you look around. You don't see them immediately. But just as you begin to become concerned, you do see them riding up at the tail end. They round the corner by the church. It appears that they are walking and talking to like a clergyman at the church, and they've been stopped for a moment. Apparently, something was newsworthy to them.
I will just ignore the procession and go over to them, assuming Agatha also follows.
Can I get myself
I
so
don't
that the
follow,
procession
I'm
would
just-
pass within 30 feet of me as they go
Yeah.
down the road? Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to do that and then cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Let me think here. Let's see if I can. Because I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure if there's anything magical in that mess. Let's see.
I
There's a
mean,
bunch
there
of
might
stuff.
be, there might not be. No idea.
All those nobles, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Well, if everyone starts pinging as like magical fucking changelings, you know,
Oh.
it's Duke Quisling all over again.
Yeah,
That'd be something.
I'm gonna say, you do get a ping of magic, and it looks like it's coming from inside the covered wagon, but it doesn't appear to be coming from a person. It looks like it's coming from the luggage.
Okay, like they have a magic item with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
A magical tactical nuke.
Yeah, Agatha's just kind of glassily eyed, looking, staring, not really zoned out. It's zoned out. Yeah, that's the word.
I will give Agatha a hug.
I'm just going to be sticking with Agatha, looking up at my hand, looking down at my hands, up to the parade, then back down to my hands. Are they still covered in blood?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will also give Idol a hug.
I give Emmy a half-hearted hug. Like my body posture doesn't even move. Like one forearm just comes in, and
That's fine.
pats the back. I don't move my head or anything.
That's fine. I look at Wilfred. You gonna come?
Sure.
Cool. And I head off towards the knights.
All right. Yeah, they finish their conversation and they start to ride up towards you. They spot you, really right after they finish their talk.
I thought you said they were on foot.
No, they're riding.
I wave to them once they see me.
Yeah, you get a wave from Sir Jacob.
Does it look like they're coming over to talk, or are they just continuing down the road?
Well, how intent on a conversation do you look? Do you just wave at them, or are you like clearly like trying to wave them down? Because there's a difference.
The second one.
Well, yeah, then they will stop.
Okay,
Right up
Meta.
right next to you and stop.
Yeah, Meta doesn't remember exactly, but Wilfred would and Emmy would more than Meta.
Fine.
I would what?
Know all of the previous events in the 24 hours and any update and what to ask them.
Yes.
Does Gilbert know what to say?
Knife here's well, giant spiders, knife here's house, more
I
giant
mean,
spiders, giant
I'm not
bird,
going to reveal that information in public.
quitter.
Yeah, just like okay. I'll tell him we have some information for you. It's not immediately urgent.
Sir Wolfland's not going to listen to you. He's going to hold his arm out and say, "We'll talk at the house. It's been a long day. Is it anything that's going to kill us in the next 4 hours?"
No.
No.
Not.
All right, I'll see you at the house.
Okay.
And he's going to ride off.
Cool.
Sir Jacob's going to give you like a half-hearted smile, and he's going to follow behind Sir Wolfland.
Cool. That's all I wanted.
All right. So, let's see. It's not too late. I have a lot more content, but it is late enough that I can go ahead and ask if everybody wants to continue or not. Because if so, I'm going to go and grab a bite to eat because I should have eaten before this.
I think here's a good place to leave it.
I am okay continuing if that's the discussion of everyone else, but I'm also okay.
Make a choice between a lot of you. I don't care.
I'm fine either way.
I'm also fine either way.
Mick?
Yeah, I'll be fine for this session. I'm not even sure if I want to continue with this character, to be honest. But yeah, we can continue.
Okay, so we have
Two
nobody
indifferent.
cares. We have nobody cares from most of you. A we can continue from Agatha, which is not clearly a preference one way or the other. And one we can stop. So I don't.
I would like to continue if possible, but I know that
I've gotten a lot to think about with Agatha, and that's just kind of in my mind. It's distracting.
I'm gonna go get a snack. You guys, you make a decision by the time I get back. I don't really care. I have more stuff prepped, but you know.
I understand if you guys want to continue, that's fine with me. But I'm going to be getting off in a few minutes.
Alrighty.
Okay. The other three people.
I have a lot to think about, to be honest. I was already half leaning to retiring Agatha, and now it just makes a hell of a lot more sense.
Okay. You probably still need to check in with the knights.
Yeah, I'll probably do that and half-heartedly follow through with whatever actions with the dukes and shit. But she's probably thinking about, you know what? It's not too late to fuck off. It's not too late to stop this before someone gets killed, and see that and maybe be part of that.
I don't know how AGR is planning to move forward, but there might be a chance that you could have Agatha exit at the end of the session.
I don't need AGR. I mean,
stage right.
I could just have Agatha just wander off aimlessly at this point.
Okay.
She seeks what do they call it? A sanctuary from the church.
Oh God.
Fuck. I mean, I'm not saying you should do that. She's probably thinking about changing professions right about now. Maybe someone that fixes ballistas, makes bows and arrows, makes better arrows. A Fletcher.
So, a siege engineer or a Fletcher.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think that you feel like shit now, become a gong farmer and really learn to appreciate the risk of death constantly.
Okay, I think it sounds like Mick wants to have some time, and I don't think we should continue with three people. So we should just stop now then.
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, fine with me.
Works for me. Just wait for AGR to get back, tell them the news.
Mick?
Gives me some.
Is that a correct assessment?
Prep.
Yeah. I mean, I could still play, but I'm going to be very distracted because that's on the forefront of my mind, and it's very, very hard to ignore.
Okay. We're going to stop.
Okay. All right. So that's good.
Yeah, so I think Agatha's going to be a Fletcher and maybe a siege engineer with light ballistas.
That sounds fun.
Probably going to be doing that. I think I'm going to wait till this Duke arc is over and have a solid decision by then. In the meantime, I'll still be playing her, but I've already actively made a backup character. I'm going to flesh that one out a bit more, just in case.
All right.
Do I get my level up?
You didn't die.
Sweet. Hey guys, my to hit is no longer a +1.
It's
Nice.
a +3. Huzzah.
Do the rest of us level up for, defeating a rock?
You really should, but no.
Okay.
That would put me in a very weird spot because now I want the crafter feat. I was leaning crafter feat, now I want it. And I don't have any tool proficiencies at the moment.
Have I acquired proficiency in perception because I was able to focus on a well over the dying screams of my allies?
Do I have proficiency in deception with the amount of shit that I just held in all night without breaking?
Do you have proficiency in PTSD?
Oh, that's just a
you
natural
did
thing.
a long-term madness effect. Roll on Under's D100 table.
Guys, I no longer have 2 spell slots. I have 3.
I
Very
don't
good.
have any spell slots.
You know what? For the meme, I'd like to roll just to hear what Under would say.
Yeah.
I don't have that notebook open, and I'm not pulling it out.
Have it be little Bahamut.
Which table are you rolling on?
I have like 3 different madness tables, and he said he was gonna roll on one of them, but I don't have those notes open, and I'm not going to open them this late.
Eyeballing it, I think that's either I want to say I need the booze, or it's little Bahamut's telling me right from wrong.
The booze
Pretty
would
sure
make
that's
sense.
right.
Because booze was the first thing I did, and that's the thing that helped me stay like.
Congratulations. Alcohol is now Agatha's coping mechanism.
Oh god.
No.
Idle called it.
No.
That is why people turn to alcoholics.
AGR's campaign, full of gritty realism like alcoholism.
It's immersive, but that's too immersive for me.
Okay, so Hunter's Mark and